Oh, here we go.
176?
176, my friend. Yes,
What it
sir,
do?
indeed.
What it do? What it do?
Camera's all fucked up. Hold on.
Damn, man. All right, OCD Max gonna fix it up.
Max, what up?
Decapolinari. Here we go.
Thank you for tuning in. I know your time is valuable. There's thousands of other podcasts that you could have settled for, but now you're just vibing with
Better?
the goofy dudes from
Yeah, I mean,
Wisconsin who like to discuss
It'll do.
the
It'll do.
Gonna bug me for the whole
What's
episode.
bugging you?
It's all right. It'll be good. A little cockeyed, but that's the way Tom likes it.
Oh,
Okay.
episode 176. Tom likes dicks. Here we go. Hell yeah. Missing Seamus Johnson.
Yeah, he's doing big things.
Building Green Bay. One truck at a time. Shout out Decker Polinari.
Yeah. What up? Welcome to episode 176 of Hold Us Accountable.
Hell yeah.
Just a couple of drunk white guys from Wisconsin yelling into the black hole of the internet. Hello, hello, hello.
Hello.
You could be anywhere in the world right now, but you're here hanging out with us, and we appreciate that.
Fuck yeah. Thanks for joining us.
Heard that on the beginning of a Mac Miller song once, so I was like, I like that.
I like
you could
that.
be anywhere in the world.
But
You
you're
could be
here with
listening
us.
to any podcast. You could be doing anything, but you're here hanging out with us.
Hell yeah. Basement of a duplex in fucking Green Bay, Wisconsin.
We're just a couple of guys taking on hobbies, challenging ourselves to get out of our comfort zones, and we're talking about it. You know, we're amateur, professional, average Joes, journaling through podcasting, drinking to our successes and laughing at our failures. We do a lot of drinking, but it's not many No, I'm just kidding. We
try. We get there.
We've succeeded in a handful of things, but we do a lot of laughing, and you can catch all that laughter live on Twitch every Thursday.
Ooh.
Or you can find our show on YouTube, Spotify, and all the podcast platforms. You know, I've been
wide.
Some of my favorite podcasters are now talking about how their videos are on Spotify, and our videos have been on Spotify for a year or so now.
Started the trend.
So we're there. Come
Yeah.
hang out on Spotify. That'd be cool. Or YouTube, all that shit.
And if you hear of us and you want to join us live, we want comments, what you're drinking, what you want to talk about, interaction.
Yeah,
love
man.
it. We'd love it.
Subscribe, like, rate, and review wherever you can. Help spread the word of the show. Again, we're still trying to get on 5 likes on a YouTube video. That'd be pretty.
Son of a bitch. That's
Although,
it.
It's you know, when you have 4 views on YouTube, it's hard to get 5 likes.
If we get 5 likes, Seamus will shotgun a 4 Loco.
I think he did say that.
He said that.
He texted us that.
Said can't wait to be back to shotgun that 4 Loco for our 5th like.
So if we get 5 likes, the next time Shamo's on, he's gonna shotgun a 4 Loco. So help us, help Shamo get hammered. All right.
Absolutely.
What else do we got here? You know, go check out some of our older shows, too. Throw it on in the background. Just kind of tune the world out. It's a little crazy right now.
Yeah.
It's a little crazy. The world's a little nuts.
It's a great place to be if the world's a little nuts.
Yeah, so tune all the bullshit out. Hang out with us. Crack a beer. Pour a drink. And come hang out with us degenerates. You know, we have the timestamps and the show breakdown in the corner there.
Yonder.
It's also in the show description of the show.
Right over yonder.
Show's a little long, you know, we know that, we understand that, but it's like 4 different podcasts in one, so just hop around, listen to what you want, and skip what you don't.
We do 4 hours because we get 4 hours a week to hang out with the buddies.
Yeah.
And you know what else they said? The sailors also said,
and the sailors say, Andy, hey!
Andy Ostrowski, who's in the comments, he's also our 4th
he's our
member of
He's our official
HUA.
4th member. Just not here.
Yes.
He decided to move away from us and go to Grand Rapids, Michigan.
Could use him right now since Seamus is building an app for the biggest company in Wisconsin, but we got him on the phones.
We'll get him on. We'll talk sports. We'll talk some bullshit with Andy. Can't wait. It's been a long week for all of us, and it's always great to just kick it with Andy, talk some bullshit.
What do we save the best for first, my friend?
You know what we save the best for first.
A little bit of beer in the motherfucking week, ladies and gentlemen. Episode 176, Beer of the Week. Ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah!
What up, what up?
Welcome to Grandpa's Basement, a.k.a. Host of Carnival Studios.
Seamus Johnson, Andy, yo.
Me and Maximilian,
What up,
Seamus
man?
Johnson, Andy, yo.
Yeah. And that's Carl over there.
Hey. Yeah. Check it out.
Let's start with a little drinkability.
What?
Drink it until you feeling silly, G. On a scale, yo, from 1 to 10.
What's the probability you want to drink it
Is
again?
it good? Is it cold? How's it feel in your belly? Is it light, just right, or a little too heavy? And
Now it's time to see how it slugs. So it's
Chug, motherfucker, chug.
yeah, and are you really a fan of the color and the looks of the can in your hand? Is it plain? Is it groovy? Is it awfully sleek?
Cheers, motherfucker, it's the beer of the week.
It's a beer of the week.
It's the beer of the week. Yeah.
It's a beer of the week.
It's that HUA
Fucking beer of the week. HUA, hold us accountable. We in the stew, it's a carnival. And before the rides, we drink Busch Light. Hit the pen, cause you must be this high.
Ooh, beer so smooth.
Grab me another, got me in the groove. Chug a lug, we a bunch of freaks. And some good looking cans, it's the beer of the week.
It's a beer of the week.
Yes, yeah, motherfucker.
It's a beer of the week.
Goddamn.
It's a beer of the week.
It's that HUA fucking beer of the week.
Budweiser, Bud Light, don't forget the Busch Light, long neck on ice, damn those cans are looking nice, time to put these beers up to the test. Figure out which one's gonna taste the best, cause we got pale ale, blonde tail, gonna weigh 'em on the scale, blue moon, Oscar blue, who's who, you can choose which one's gonna be the best for me. Score an extra point
If it's in a couple
clickities.
It's a motherfucking
Beer of the week.
Yeah.
It's a beer of the week.
It's a beer of the week. It's that HUA fucking beer of the week.
Now hand me a beer, let me suck a little bit
Just to see how it feels.
1 can, 2 can, red can, blue. Maybe chug another if I'm in the mood. I drink 'em all day, just to drink 'em all night. You can hold me accountable to
Drink Busch Light.
Now listen in, listen up, let me tell you something. So chug, motherfucker, get the party jumping.
Hey.
It's the beer of the week.
Yeah, dog.
It's a beer of the week.
It's a beer of the week. It's an HUA fucking beer of the week. Hell yeah.
Yeah. Ow, man.
We like to rate these beers off of one scale and one scale only. And
Oh, yeah, what do we call that scale?
that is the big old, big, wait, big, let's say it. Honcho, big old, big 4 beer scale. Yeah, I always forget, and that consists of drinkability,
Probability we drink it again.
chugability.
And attractability of the can.
Hell yeah, and this episode we're going to do something a little more special,
A
so
little differently.
we're going to rate our scores,
Yes, sir.
but at the same time, I'm going to guess the score that Max is rating this beer at.
Yeah.
Did I explain that well enough?
I think so. If you can't figure it out, you probably need to put a beer in your head. So
Yep.
we got these fancy little whiteboards here that we're gonna be. This is like a test run for when we go on Doug Himes' podcast this weekend.
Yep, we'll talk more
And-
about that later on.
Absolutely. And so what we're gonna do, we're gonna still use the Pancho Honcho Big Old Big 4 beer scale.
Yep.
Okay, we'll never get away from that.
Wide.
But
Oh, chug it.
chugability before we even get there. Holy shit!
Oh, the foam tastes good.
So what we're gonna do
Wow.
is we are going to, Carl and I are each gonna write down. So when we get to drinkability, right? I'm gonna write down a score on my whiteboard. Carl's gonna write down a score on his whiteboard, and then I'm gonna try to guess Carl's score, and he's gonna try to guess my score, just to change things up a little bit. You know, have a little fun with it. And see how it goes. I think it'll be, it might be a good time. I don't know. Maybe it won't be. Maybe it'll be stupid as fuck, and if it is, then we won't do it again. But for now, that's what we're going to do. So, Carl, what are we drinking?
We are drinking Small Wave City Club
Ooh.
Hazy IPA.
Ooh, haven't done a hazy in a while.
I tell you what, and this is from Soul. Oh, man.
Solomon Oath?
Oh, yeah. Solomon Oath Brewery. Premium double dry hopped India Pale Ale brewed with the finest in-hand selected malts. Modern hops.
Oh, man.
Locally cultivated yeast and fresh purified Lake Michigan water.
Ooh.
Mosaic and Citra totally saturate the alternating lineup of tangerines and blueberries of this hazy, straw, yellow, keel beet for a dank new generation of beer drinkers.
Ooh.
6.5 ABV.
Tangerine and blueberry.
It is a very tasty treat.
And according to the can, Solemn Oath Brewery is out of Naperville, Chicago. From Chicago. This is good, man.
It's not bad at all.
That's one of the better hazies we've had. It's not too sometimes hazies can get a little bit in there, a little bit big for their britches and try to do a little too much.
This is like a sweet, like nice kind of tangy flavor.
Yeah.
Without too much aftertaste, too much bite at the end.
It's crisp. You get the hop flavor.
Yeah.
But it's like you said, it's not too bitter at the end. It's nice and smooth all the way through. A nice crisp bitterness. Sometimes you get a little sometimes it gets a little not syrupy, but it gets a little too viscous in the mouth, it's got a great mouth feel.
Does have a great mouth feel.
And definitely digging this one. So, all right.
I'm trying to see if I can
a little bit about the brewery.
Yes. Let me see.
Yeah, Naperville, Chicago. I like that.
I love the can.
Very
so
cool
much.
can. But yeah, we'll get to the can. There's a lot to say about the can. It's so simple. There's a lot to say about it.
All right, I can't find anything on the beer.
Okay.
Or on the brewery.
Yeah.
So we'll just go on to rating these.
Let's rate these son bitches.
All right. I mean, I enjoy this.
Oh, it's tasty.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I think us going through probably 100+ IPAs.
Yeah, a lot of hazies.
Kind of killed my taste for IPAs.
Right.
And now that we've shied off them a little bit, I'm starting to like them a little more.
Right. We've hit the porters, we've hit stouts, we hit that blonde bullshit.
Yeah.
That biscuity, bready, fucking gross
biscuity bullshit.
Yeah.
But I enjoy this. I think
do too, man.
I think it's a good
refreshing
beer. It's a beer I could drink next to the lake in the sun.
Drink it in the winter around a bonfire.
In the fall, raking leaves.
Yeah, it's got. This is an
good.
anytime, all year drinking beer. I rhymed that. Didn't
All
even mean to.
year drinking beer. I could probably have like a handful of them.
Right.
I don't. I can't drink beers like this. I can't drink a bunch of them, but it's tasty. I enjoy it, and I would definitely have a second one. So I'm gonna give my score for drinkability.
All right, so I'll try to guess your score first. While I write down my score here. Okay, Carl, I think you gave this an 8.77.
7.32.
Oh, okay. All right, so you gave it a 7 point. I was a little high there. 7.32 is what you gave it for drinkability. Okay. All right, what do you think I gave it for drinkability there, Buckwheat?
I'm going to say you gave it an 8.18.
Ooh, I gave it a 9.
Whoa!
Since it's from Chicago, 9.23 for Michael Jordan.
Bazinga! Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Good score.
All right, so we were both. I was a little high. You were a little low.
Yep.
We gotta find our balance here. But
right.
How you liking this so far? We're one category in. What are you thinking? You like this whiteboard thing we got going?
Yes, I do like the whiteboard thing.
All right.
I would have one more.
Okay.
I just don't think I'm too about it with the hazy IPA or the IPAs as much as I used to be.
Sure. So are you like kind of getting more into like you like a porter a little bit more? You like a stout a little bit more now, or you kind of
not really? I just like
a nice light beer.
Yeah, it's like I like a nice light beer. Like I honestly like the taste of a nice light beer.
For sure.
The Guinness was good. Like shit like that. It's like the Guinness is like I could probably drink this like one or two of these on fucking Christmas or something. I like light beer. But I would have another. I just don't know if I'd go much farther than that.
Okay. So, wait, let me write down my score here for myself. Okay. So Carl, I think you gave it that's a little high. Let me go down just a little bit here. Carl, I think you gave it, for the probability you drink it again, I think you gave it a 7.69. 6.03. Okay, I was still high there. All right. Okay. All right. What do you think I gave this? What do you think? What do you think? What are you thinking? What's going on in that noggin of yours, huh? What does your noggin think my noggin is thinking? Yeah. Oh, very close. I gave it a 9.23 again.
All right.
That was good, man. You were right on it. Hell yeah.
You're
Nice
giving it
job.
away a little bit at the guesses for me because I can tell you like it.
Yeah.
You're trying to give it as much hope.
I know. I really do enjoy this. So it is.
Dude, I honestly think I've drank myself out of them because like I used to love IPAs.
Right.
And I think I just drank too much of them.
Drank too many. Okay. No,
Yeah.
fair enough.
All right. Well.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wait, no.
Now, it's on to. Oh, wait. Hold on. What? You gave it a. I gave it a 2.3, and you gave it a 6.03, right?
Yep.
6. I gotta enter it into our computer tabulator here. All right, time for chugability. You know what that means? It's Roger Miller time.
Yep.
It.
Oh, this could be fun. Here we go.
Chug-a-lug, chug-a-lug.
Woo!
Make you wanna holler, howdy-ho. Burns your tummy.
Don't you know?
Chug-a-lug.
Man. So that was it was good. I don't think it was the best chugging beer. I mean, it's pretty ice cold, so that always makes it a little tougher. But it does have a little bit more of that like fucking
like orange fruity tangerine.
Yeah, you definitely
bitterness.
pick up more of
Tastes
that.
like orange peels.
Yeah. You get that a lot more.
It's not a bad taste.
No, but it's not. It's also, I would much rather just kind of casually drink this.
Yeah.
Rather than chug it. But still not bad. All right. What are your thoughts? Just give me a little feel of what you were thinking. I can kind of gauge my guess for you.
I don't like chugging it.
Okay.
I think it's more of a pace drink, like take sips, like
Sure.
Yeah, I don't think it's meant to just be put down.
Okay. All right. So with that being said, I think you gave it a 6.13. Whoa, 6.12. I'm getting there. I'm close. Okay.
I guessed 7.93 for you.
Ooh, I was 7.23.
Ooh.
I'm a little okay.
You were right there.
Right there, man.
All right.
Okay.
Now we go.
Well, yeah, well, let me just play a little bit more of this.
Hey, cheers.
Homemade and brought to school by a friend of mine after class. Me and him and
this other food aside, then we'll drink up what's left. Help myself. First time for everything. Ooh, my ears still ring. Chug-a-lug.
All right, that was chugability. Okay, so I gave it a 7. Oh, come on, what are you doing here? 7.23 for me, and Carl gave it a 6.12. All right, on to attractability of the can. Pretty cool can.
I love the can.
It kind of reminds me of, like, I don't want to say Penn State, because just the colors, obviously, but it's very simple. I really like the logo. What kind of fish is that? I'm like
Salmon.
A trout? Salmon?
Trout.
Yeah, it's got the X's over the eyes,
Yep.
so it's obviously not alive.
Not alive.
And yeah, just simple. A white can, blue, logo on it, blue text. It's got the 6.5 ABV on there. We like when there's a little bit of information.
A little bit about the beer too on the back too.
A little bit about it. So, it's got the mosaic and citra hops. It tells you that it's got the tangerine and blueberry aromas. Yeah. Hazy straw yellow keel. I don't know what keel means, but keel built. I don't know what that. No clue what that means, but
if they had a T-shirt with this logo on it, I'd buy it.
This is a T-shirt right here.
I'd buy it.
Absolutely.
Wonder if I'd have to look if they have like a light beer, or like like. I think if they had different types of beers, the only thing they should change is the color of like the surrounding the fish. Like this. If it's a light beer, make all this yellow. If it's
but I don't know if this is their logo though. I feel like this is the logo for this beer.
I think it is too. Yeah.
Because this looks like the Solemn Oath, which is a cool logo as well. Kind of that old school Celtic font with the wheat kind of running through it,
and it's all put together real nice. It's simple. That's what I love. Man.
I mean, it stood out to you.
I love simple, like not over the top. Like this is what I like. Like fucking Red Stripe or Coors Banquets or. Just something that's classic, something that's not overwhelming to the eyes. Like, it's just like, this is, when I saw this, I was like, that's nice to look at. That reminds me of being like on a dock, fucking
sitting on the dock of the bay. Yeah, that might be a karaoke song I would sing. Because it's
a banger.
Yeah. It's a simple song, not too crazy.
Not too crazy.
What was I just going to, anyway, doesn't matter. All right. Attractive. Let me give. Yeah, because a lot of the cans nowadays they almost try to put too much to try to stand out. So now it's like the simpler it is,
psychedelic, crazy shit. It's like that doesn't even seem appetizing to me. Even if it's the best beer ever, it's like I don't want to see some crazy fucking can. But some people like that.
Yeah, and it is by itself. You're like, okay, this is a cool can, but when it's with 100 other options, they all kind of blend together.
To me, it's like, I love this.
Yeah, when it's just simple, it almost stands out even more. All right, I got my score. Carl, I think you gave this a 9.03.
Ooh, 9.43.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I think I estimated you. I'm going to say 8.88.
Oh, so 8.79.
Oh, okay.
Very close.
All right.
That was nice. Okay. So,
good beer.
9.4.
Good beer.
8.79. All right, we'll let the little calculator tabulate the scores.
You want to know how dumb I am? I was just about to ask you. I'm like, when'd you get that tablet, bro? You're writing on it. That's sweet. I'm an idiot.
And did you notice the pen has an eraser on it?
I thought you had a big, iPad. I was like, damn, that's sweet. You could draw on your iPad. I'm an idiot.
All right, so overall, I gave this beer, it came to an 8.79 total for me, and Carl came to a 6.90.
Okay.
And then average that together, we got a 7.85 overall score. Not fucking bad.
Not bad.
Pushing 8.
That's good. That's above that. That's way above average.
Yeah, this is a very, very.
If somebody rated me
beer.
as 7.8, I'd be like, not bad.
I'd be like, you need glasses.
I'm not a tall can. I'm a short can.
I'm a fucking stubby can over
I'm
here.
a stumpy can, bro.
I'm a fucking Coors Banky. What are you talking about?
Dude, I'm one of them little Miller Lite bowling pins, dog. My dick's most like the Coors Banquets, though. Bitch. All right, play that outro. I got to fucking piss.
Oh, man. What a beer.
All right,
What
next
a beer.
we're gonna call Andy. We're gonna get out of here. We're gonna call Andy
Yes,
and talk
sir.
some all
sports talk, yeah.
all sports.
Get into it. All right. That was
gonna piss
episode
quick.
176.
Beer of the week.
There it goes.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Yeah. What up?
crack me open some of that motherfucking shit.
You know what time it is?
Maximilian, Seamus, Johnson, Andy, yo,
Crack a beer.
what up, man? Let's drink some motherfucking beers, boys.
We're thirsty.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Let's start with a little drinkability. Would you drink it until you feeling silly, G? On a scale, yo, from 1 to 10, what's the probability you wanna drink it again? Is it good? Is it cold? How's it feel in your belly? Is it light, just right, or a little too heavy? And now it's time to see how it's slugged. So it's chug, motherfucker, chug. Yeah, and are you really a fan of the color and the looks of the can in your hand? Is it plain? Is it groovy? Is it awfully sleek? Cheers, motherfucker, it's the beer of the week.
It's a beer of the week. It's a beer of the week. It's a beer of the week. It's a HUA fucking beer of the week.
HUA, hold us accountable. We in the stew, it's a carnival. And before the rides, we drink Busch Light. Hit the pen, cause you must be this high.
Yep.
Oh, beer so smooth. Grab me another, got me in the groove. Chug a lug, we a bunch of freaks. Them some good looking cans.
It's a beer of the week. It's a beer of the week.
Yeah.
It's a beer of the week. It's a beer of the week.
It's an HUA fucking
beer of the week.
Budweiser, Bud Light, don't forget the Busch Light. Long neck on ice, damn those cans are looking nice. Time to put these beers up to the test. Figure out which one's gonna taste
the best.
Cause we got pale ale, blonde tail, gonna weigh them on the scale. Blue moon, Oscar blue, who's who? You can choose which one's gonna be the best for me. Score an extra point if it's in a couple clickety. It's the beer of the week.
Makes me sad hearing Seamus.
I know. We haven't seen him in a while. I haven't seen him since your fantasy
HUA
football.
party.
Yeah.
Let me suck a
Me neither.
bit just
Yeah.
to see how it feels. 1 can, 2 can, red can, blue.
I'm excited to talk to Andy. Apparently he's had a bad week.
Lift some spirits, you know?
I hope he's nice and stoned up.
Drink some spirits to lift some spirits, you know?
Yeah.
Party jumping.
Yeah, motherfucker.
It's a beer of the week.
About to call
It's a
Andy.
beer of the week. It's a
Yeah.
beer of the week.
It's that HUA fucking beer of the week.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Crack me open some of that.
Let me drink some beers up in here.
Time to chug some beers.
Fellas. Cheers, boys.
Cheers, everybody. Crack one open
Yeah.
yourself. Have a beer with us.
Have a beer. Have a cold beer.
Have 7.
Cold beer.
It's the beer of the week.
Max, what are we doing? We're about to call our favorite friend.
Oh, our best buddy in the whole wide world.
God, I wish we call Seamus too. Should we
That
call
would be cool.
Seamus? No, we should.
Well, we don't want to interrupt his coding.
It's 9:05. He's probably just getting off his phone. We should call him to get back on his phone. Nah, we'll call Andy.
All right, we're going to call Andy. I'm not going to move my computer this week
No,
and fuck
don't do it.
everything up like I did last week. So sorry, Andy. You're going to have to stare at my ugly, my 5.25 face over here.
What does that mean? Sports talk. That was my intro.
I'm gonna pull it up this time.
Oh.
Fella.
And the sailors say, Andy.
What's up, man?
What's all?
We got an audience with me tonight.
Come on.
Hey-o.
Whoa! Who are you with?
I'm with the homies right now.
Oh shit! Hell yeah!
Can you introduce?
Yeah,
Can you?
they're all impressed. They think we're stars.
Can
They
you-
think we're stars.
Can you introduce us, Andy?
Yeah, so that's Tyler.
Whoa, wait, move that. Wait,
Oh,
Andy,
sorry.
stop.
Oh, hold on.
Stop.
All right, here we go.
Tyler, what's
Tyler.
up? Nice fucking shirt,
Oh,
buddy.
look at that sweater, man.
Like the cardigan.
That
Holy
is nice.
shit, what a nice looking dude. All right, we got Tyler.
That's Jamie.
Jamie?
Yep.
Well, move your fucking camera down,
Yeah,
bud.
we're staring at the ceiling.
Sorry.
Hey,
Oh, my
Jamie!
God. Hey.
Omar!
Elena.
The big O Omar. What up?
The big O!
He's not making drunk chicken nuggies this time.
Just banging pots and pans around.
Yeah.
No drunk chicken nuggies for Omar this week.
Are you good to talk with us for a little bit?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Yeah, they just wanted to see the star of the show talk a little sports with you guys.
All right, well,
hell
hey,
yeah.
let the crowd know that they're more than welcome to tune in.
Oh, we got you guys pulled up on the TV too.
Oh,
Oh,
shit.
Jesus Christ.
Okay.
We're
Yeah,
way
okay.
too in front of your face.
Yeah, wow. Okay. Well, I'm gonna play our sports intro here. So give me 1 second.
I had
Yeah.
7 beers before we started, Andy, so give,
Hell yeah, dude.
give me a break. We're going to be arguing.
Only 7 beers?
Maybe 8.
Maybe 8.
All right, this is episode 176. Sports Talk.
Crank it.
I can't. Oh, it must be. That's all right.
Yeah, it's me, Max, Andy, and all his fucking friends. We're going to be talking Wisconsin sports, Green Bay Packers, Green Bay Phoenix, Green Bay Gamblers. Who
Oh.
knows? The Badgers and the Bucks.
Yes, sir.
Let's get down to it.
Man, that was very anticlimactic with the shit music in the back. We'll figure it out. We'll get there for next time. But
What do you mean? Andy's got a guy next to him with a yellow shirt with stripes and
Yellow
beautiful
shirt.
head of hair.
It's a cardigan. What are you talking about?
The cardigan, dude.
Come on.
Is it
now.
really?
It's sweater weather.
Big cardigan.
That's a cardigan? Look at that guy. Andy, is that your house?
Yeah.
Oh, look
You got
at-
the Grand Canyon behind you?
Yeah, what is
People are
it?
talking. It's pretty. No, that's.
Was it the
That's
Last
the
Supper?
Beaver Dam? Or the...
That's a city.
Oh,
It's like a downtown area.
thought it
It's
was
not
that-
a Grand
I
Canyon.
thought it was... What's that dam? What's that big dam?
Hoover Dam.
The Hoover Dam.
What's that one dam?
Not the Beaver Dam.
Beaver
That-
Dam.
That's at our cabin.
Yeah.
All right. Andy, as usual, what do you want to start with?
Actually, I have a. Can I make a quick suggestion?
Whoa.
Yeah.
Only because we
Aggressive.
forgot to hit on this last week, and Bob Uecker passed away,
Oh.
and does anyone have memories, anything, from the Uke man that they'd
Andy?
like to share?
So you're gonna have to repeat that. You kind of cut out for a minute.
Bob Uecker passed away
Yeah.
a couple weeks ago, and it's very sad time for Wisconsinites. Because, one of the greats of all time and just about everything he did. And do you have any, Uecker memories, stories, anything that comes to mind, like a quote, anything at all?
You know what? I guess the playoff game that the Brewers beat the Cubs in, or not the playoff game. The Brewers beat the Cubs the last game of the season
Yep.
to clinch the playoffs. Braun hit a go-ahead homer, and then CC Sabathia pitched a complete game. That call was electric. But otherwise, just his get up, get out of here, gone.
Get up, get out of here.
Gone! Yeah,
Electric.
God, the best. Carl, what about you? Anything?
I obviously don't follow Brewers until they make the postseason, but
Sure.
I've heard some interviews with Norm Macdonald, who was very good friends with
Yep.
Bob Uecker.
Oh, yeah.
And he talked about how Bob Uecker had a cough button, and he was pretty slick with it, where he'd be calling a game, and then he'd call out a girl in the crowd and make a comment about her breasts.
Right.
So he'd be like, all right, 2 and
Bravo,
1,
Amy.
batter, or runner on first base. Goddamn, look at that girl's tits. And here he goes, and knuckle down the middle. Yeah.
Yeah, Norm Macdonald was, they call her front row Amy. She sits in the front row and wears a very revealing shirt.
And then, have you guys watched his Hall of Fame speech?
No.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's phenomenal. The whole thing's a joke. The
Okay.
whole thing talks like it's about like his upbringing, but it's just like he makes it a joke the whole time. I think one of the things he talks about is like, when I grew up, I used to play catch with my father in the front yard with a football, and we'd pass it back and forth, and we could not figure out how to spin this thing, and it was falling to my father's feet. It was falling to my feet. We could not throw this football. And we had this neighbor who was considerate. And one day he came over and he put air in that football. And I tell you what, after that, we could throw that thing like a motherfucker. Like it was just
Like his big thing
That's
is like
funny.
he was a terrible player, right?
Right.
oh my
Like
God.
he won a World Series with the Cardinals, but he was a terrible player. He's like
But-
a lifetime 198 hitter.
Yep.
It's like in his Hall of Fame speech as well, he was like, when I first signed my MLB contract, the Braves or whoever it was at the time, or the Cardinals, again, whoever it was, they said we'd sign you for $3,000. My dad said I couldn't go because we didn't have that kind of money.
Yeah. But
Oh,
also,
man.
it's cool. Like, I didn't, like you guys, like, Andy, your dad covered Wisconsin sports, and you guys watch a lot more Brewers than I have.
Sure.
But listening to Al Michaels talk about Bob Uecker and listening to, like, all these guys, like, I was naive to it. I didn't realize how much of an influence Uecker had to
Yeah.
everybody.
Yeah.
I think he got a shout out from AB.
Maybe.
Antonio Brown, Cracker of the Year?
Yeah.
What?
Dead
No,
Cracker of the Year?
I think he said R.I.P. Mr. Uke or Mr. Baseball,
Hey.
Hell yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, shout out Antonio Brown.
Shout out.
Those Cracker of the Year awards are fantastic.
Oh man,
dude.
they're
Fantastic.
hilarious.
Shane
Yeah.
Gillis won it.
He won it. Yeah.
He went to
something like that.
he had his podcast, and AB was invited to the inauguration of Trump,
Okay.
and I guess Shane Gillis Antonio Brown invited Shane Gillis. He was like, "You'll be my +1 because you're the Cracker of the Year."
Theo Vaughn won Cracker of the Week this past week.
Okay.
Yeah, did you see
And
it?
AB tweeted, congratulations, Theo, for Cracker of the Week.
Hey.
Theo Vaughn said, thank you, Mr. AB, but I prefer Honky of the Week.
Oh yeah.
AB replied, he's like, sorry about that, Mr. Theo. Honky of the Week it is.
Love it.
Did you see he fell through a chair?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Almost got in a fight. All right, let's get into some talk.
Can I real quick? My favorite uke moment.
Oh yeah,
Was,
sorry.
We would always, when I would fish with my dad, we'd be out on the boat. It'd be summer, and we'd have the Brewer game on.
Yep.
And I could never really talk to my dad because I'd say something, and he'd be like, "Hey, I'm trying to listen to the game here."
Yeah.
Shut the hell
So it
up.
was almost like Uecker was like my second dad during the
Yep.
summer because I couldn't talk to my dad. It was always
Trying to
just-
fish.
Yeah, just listen to Uecker and just hang out with the old man. Never could get a word in over Uke, that son of a bitch. But yeah.
How about cleaning the office too? Like I mean, maybe not Uecker, but like how I got obsessed with 107.5 The Fan.
Yeah, sports talk.
is so his Andy, you obviously know his dad and our other uncle in HVS business off Webster Avenue,
Yep.
and we used to, me and Max, I mean we all took turns, but
Right.
me and Max used to go together to clean the office,
Clean it up. Yep.
and
Yeah.
the only thing that was, I mean, you had to clean the basement. That was like the creepiest
Scary,
fucking
yeah.
place in the world. But then the only thing that was ever on the radio was 107.5 The Fan.
Yeah.
So
A
you
lot
just-
of sports
Oh
talk.
my god!
A lot of sports talk. A lot of Uecker. a lot
Scared
of-
out of your
yeah.
mind, and then you hear fucking.
Just a bit
Just
outside.
a bit
Ball
out-
3. Yeah.
So bit outside.
All right, let's talk
All right.
ball.
That was the
Talk
only
ball.
thing I wanted to get
Thank
in
you.
there.
Thank
Andy,
you, Max.
Andy, what do you want to
yeah.
get into first?
I guess a little. Let's talk a little Badger football here for a second.
Badger football. Okay.
So no new updates with this tampering allegations with Miami, but you remember me kind of talking about that a couple weeks ago.
Okay.
Do you recall that or no?
What?
Wisconsin had a true freshman cornerback
Oh,
who played
yeah.
this past year who was a stud, Xavier Lucas, and I guess Wisconsin basically paid him a bunch of money and said, "Hey man, like you're going to play. You're going to start this next year because you practically played anytime you were available this year, which was 85% of the time. I think he might have been hurt for a game and a half or something like that. But he was basically going to be guaranteed a starting spot. Wisconsin gave him a bunch of money, said, "Hey, man, like, you're going to be our guy. Like, let's roll." And I guess, like, the second the transfer portal window opened, he said, "I'm going to the transfer portal and I'm going to commit to Miami." So Wisconsin must have had some big-time proof of tampering throughout the season because they didn't release this kid's transfer. And you have, like, 48 hours to release a player to the transfer portal. Otherwise, like, you're in trouble as a school, basically.
Okay.
And so there's basically a big legal battle going back and forth between this kid's lawyer and then Miami and then Wisconsin.
Can you explain that for a second, Andy? Because I didn't realize with the NIL that you had to be released from the team that you're on. So, do you know how that works? Do you know how that works? Otherwise, just keep going.
Not necessarily. I don't know 100%, but basically, like, if you just declare to go into the transfer portal,
team has rights.
Which the team doesn't necessarily have rights, but like if you sign a contract, you know, you're gonna in the day of like NIL. If you sign a contract with a school, then it can be legally binding, I guess, because we're just in that age. I don't know too far into that, but basically, as a school, like. If you, as a player, if you enter the transfer portal, you have 48 hours to basically be sent into the transfer portal by your school.
Okay.
Like for the Wisconsin to like contact the NCAA and say,
this guy's like no longer a part of us. This guy's independent now.
Exactly. Yep.
Okay.
So I guess Wisconsin gave this kid a bunch of money, you know.
Yeah.
For NIL, and he basically, the second the transfer portal window opened up, he was like, "Oh, I'm transferring and going to Miami." And so, like, Wisconsin must have some big time allegations because they didn't say anything at first, but like, because they have professional legal teams and shit like that. And
is that the fucking guy in the sweater vest talking shit, making you laugh, or what?
No, that's my other boy. He's a big state guy, you know.
A big
Big Michigan State guy.
Michigan State, come on.
Right.
The only thing you got is Kirk Cousins, and he sucks.
Hey, Jaden Reed is from Michigan State.
Oh, we love Jaden Reed.
Yeah, big Jaden Reed guys.
Who's that guy? Show him.
He's not here.
What?
We don't like him.
Okay, fuck him.
Yeah.
All right, so Wisconsin-wise, like, with Luke Fickell, do you think, I mean, we haven't had that much success. Like, do you think we have guys from the transfer portal coming towards us? Or, like, how does Wisconsin build?
They got a bunch of transfer portal guys. It seemed like they had a ton of transfers out, but they got a bunch of transfers in, too.
What is it, like, offensive linemen, linebackers, and running backs? Like, those are the three, like, portals for Wisconsin. If you're a Wisconsin offensive lineman, you're probably going to the league. If you're a Wisconsin running back, probably going to the league because you're running behind that line. And if you're a Wisconsin linebacker, right?
Yeah, I mean, linebackers in the NFL eat. There's 2 all-pro NFL linebackers from Wisconsin.
Yeah, they're eating, dude.
But Wisconsin got a bunch of D-line transfers. They got 2 quarterback transfers, and then there's a couple of receivers and D-backs, I think. But a lot of the defensive side of the ball, which is big because I need both. But I don't know. We'll see how it plays out. They got another gauntlet of a schedule, so who the fuck knows?
What's the news with this? So what's the news with the cornerback, the whole situation? Did I miss something? I was only gone for like 30 seconds. Because you started...
I mean, as of right now, like, nothing is really... It's like he's just at Miami now.
Okay.
But, like, Wisconsin is basically the Big Ten as a conference has basically come out and said, we support Wisconsin, and, like, we'll back up Wisconsin in any legal battle regarding this situation. Meaning Wisconsin must have some sort of shit on Miami.
Right. Damn.
So nothing new has come out from that yet, but that's basically where it's at.
Fuck the U.
Hell yeah.
Bro, it's the Wild West with the fucking transfer portal
College
right
football's
now.
wild these days, yeah.
Dude, they have no,
crazy.
like, really, like, boundaries or, like, it's...
No.
You're not starting. All right, I'm gonna jump out, see how much money I can make somewhere
And
else.
they did it to themselves in terms of like the NCAA. You know,
Which is like
Right.
at the end of the day,
Again,
I think.
as a kid, like as a player, yeah, I totally get it.
Yeah, get your
Go make
wallet,
money.
dude. I mean,
Right.
guys like Travis Hunter, like like back in the day, like when you talk like Johnny Manziel, Tim Tebow, fucking Reggie Bush, Matt Leinart, these guys who have such a big name, image, and likeness, like guys like that right now, like yeah, get your money, but it's like they have no handle over it. Like it's there's really no boundaries,
no rules.
no rules. So these guys are probably like, fuck, I'll make a couple $1 million, stay a year back in college, and then
Yeah, why not?
like get a couple mil in my bank account, then go to the league. But
Yeah,
Right.
It's gonna be interesting to see how it all plays out, but it's gonna be interesting.
yeah.
All
Does
right.
all right, one last question.
Yeah,
Does
yeah.
Wisconsin have any chance of being decent next year?
No. Okay, next question. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. I mean, basically what Max said, they got Bama again at Bama. I think they play Oregon again. I think they play Washington. I know they have Ohio State, and I think Michigan too.
All right, so we're fucked.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, let's
Well,
go Boise State.
I mean, we'll see. You never
Fick's got
know,
his
right?
work cut out for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, but anyways, the Badger basketball, dropped a tough one against Maryland
I saw that.
last night. Good game, but just couldn't quite get it together offensively.
I heard we're doing all right.
Yeah, they're doing well. I mean, basically, I think they're going to be 4th or 5th in the conference after last night. But I think they're 6-4 in conference play now.
Okay.
They're still like 16 and 4 overall.
Great
So
record.
I mean, their record against quad 1 teams is still very good. For like tournament talk, they beat Arizona, who was number 8 in the country at the start of the year.
Right.
And Arizona kind of bounced off since then, but the past few weeks they've been playing really good, and they just knocked off top 15 ranked North Carolina, I want to say.
Yeah, so didn't someone hit like a game winner?
Yeah, somebody hit a game buzzer beater 3 from like 70 feet to tie the game to send it to overtime.
Oh, okay, that's what it was.
Yeah,
we
and
have,
then they won in overtime.
Is there any guy do we have any like main players, the guys to look out for?
Yeah, John Tange.
John
Still,
Tange.
He's a dog. He's averaging like 18, 19 a game.
All right.
And then John Blackwell,
John Blackwell.
who's a sophomore, who's like in conference plays averaging like 20 a game.
Let's go.
They got the Big Johns.
Big John.
Big
Couple of
dogs.
Johns, dude.
Big Johns.
All right.
Hell yeah.
All right, so the tough loss to Maryland, but they're all right. They're they're gonna be
Yeah.
battle tested when they get to the tourney. So
Where do you have to
Yeah.
sit? Where do you have to sit when you get up to the tourney to make the tourney?
Say it again.
Where do you have to be in the rankings to make the tourney when it comes to March?
I mean, basically, like Wisconsin, like so each conference gets an automatic bid. Their conference winner gets an automatic bid.
Okay.
So however many D1 conferences there are, let's say there's 10 teams, I don't know, 12 teams that are automatic bids. The big conferences, the Big Ten, SEC, ACC, Big East are probably each going to get 5 to 6 to 7 guaranteed spots.
right.
And maybe, if there's deserving teams in a certain conference, maybe more, maybe 8 to 9. Then you got to look at maybe there's probably in some of the mid-major conferences, sometimes there's a school that is really, really good but doesn't win their conference tournament. Sometimes they leave a spot for them. So, I mean, end of the day, there's 64 teams, 68 teams total that make the tournament. So
So you don't really have to be in like if you're in the top 25, you're pretty much guaranteed a spot, but you don't have to
Yeah.
be ranked to get into the tournament.
Okay.
So I think the Badgers, just kind of how they've been playing this year, unless they completely fall off, they're pretty much locked in to make
Right.
the tourney.
Did they have a chance to make a run?
Yeah, I mean, the way their roster's built, their offense is unreal this year. They're averaging like 82 a game, which is not tops in college basketball, but I think it's one of the tops in the Big Ten, at least.
When's the last time
Yeah.
we made a run with like fucking Frank and
Yeah, with Kaminsky and
Kaminsky.
Becker,
yeah?
2015, 2014, 2015 teams.
That's when we made it to the Final Four, right?
Yep.
Did you guys already hit on JR's?
Jaros 09.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't like that guy.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Oh, we
That
hate
guy
him.
stinks.
Well,
No,
he's
we
talking
don't hate
about
him.
Wisconsin women's volleyball team scandal. What, the whole team banged the football team or something? What's going on?
You know him, Andy?
Yeah, he's a cool guy.
Fuck him.
Is he in the cardigan sitting next to you?
Yeah,
No.
is that fucking?
No, not him. If you guys didn't hear about that, there was basically a little scandal where the Wisconsin women's volleyball team had a bunch of their
Massaging Justin Tucker.
a bunch of their nude pics leaked online
Classic.
from after big wins, like for the Big Ten championship or some shit like that.
They all
They
showed
were
their
all in the
boobies.
locker room just taking pics of each other's tits and shit like that.
Why?
And
What's wrong with that?
Somebody leaked that shit.
Haven't heard about that, but I'm going to hear about that.
Yeah, about to hear about that. Andy, did you hear about Justin Tucker?
I did hear about that. Yeah.
What the fuck? Can we
We'll
talk about that?
We'll get to it.
We'll get to it.
Trust me.
We'll get to it.
That's on the
We'll get
docket.
All right, it's on the docket. Stay online, Andy.
On the docket. I'm here.
All right.
I ain't fucking leaving.
Max got a pen.
Okay, what else? Anything else Badger basketball related you want to get to?
Nah, that's about it.
That's about it. All right.
All right, can I add something real quick before we go on to whatever?
Please.
Ashton Genty.
What about him?
What
Probably
about
going to be the first running back taken in the NFL draft this year.
Sure.
Where does he go? Where do you think? Packers should take him.
I think we talked about this a little bit last week. Like a lot of people are thinking Cowboys possibly, Vikings,
ugly. If
Vikings
Kellen-
right after us.
I'd rather I hate to say it. I'd rather have him go to the Vikings. I want to see him succeed.
Well, yeah, who doesn't want to?
Because I think Kellen Moore is probably going to end up. No, the Cowboys hired a head coach.
right.
So, Kellen Moore or Mike McCarthy at the Saints.
He ain't coaching next year. He's taking the year
He
off.
did take it.
Yeah. He ain't coaching.
Does the Saints have running back Kamara, right?
Yeah, but it's going to be interesting to see where he falls. I mean,
Why not the Pack?
Well,
Josh Jacobs and
we
Ashton
drafted
Genty?
We drafted Marshawn Lloyd in the 3rd round last year. We've got Eric Wilson, is that Eric Wilson? Yes.
Cut them all. Why would we?
Emmanuel Wilson.
Why would we spend any draft picks on offensive line or defensive line or wide receiver? Fuck that.
Yeah, fuck that. Just if we could draft Ashton Genty in every single round,
I bet we
should do
fucking draft Archie Manning.
it. Well, that's not even possible.
He's not going to the draft.
I know. Just being an asshole. Can we talk about that yet?
What?
The Packers draft?
I mean, we'll get there.
Oh, all right. I'm sorry, dude.
We're gonna get there.
I'm excited.
Yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there.
All right. Go.
We,
I'm sorry.
Well, I think sticking on the basketball trend. After Badger basketball, let's talk just Bucks real quick.
You have no idea what's going on with the Bucks. What's
Right,
going on with the Bucks? We in the playoffs yet?
That's why we have Andy here to fill us in.
All right. I'm sorry, Max. I'm
Jumping
sorry.
the gun.
I know.
Bucks, they beat the Jazz, and they had a back-to-back against the Portland Trail Blazers, who are a bad team but have been playing well.
And we lost.
And we lost. They
Sure
just
did.
couldn't miss a shot. Again, it was a back-to-back for the Bucks, going from Utah to, Portland, which is on the west side of the country. But, anytime you play a back-to-back and gets a young, athletic team who just runs up and down the court, that's tough, and they just happen to be making a lot of their shots. They look very good, but Bucks are still playing well, man. They're still like 25 and 18, 26 and 17, something like that.
When does I know I ask every time.
You can ask it again. Just ask it.
What do you say?
Playoffs?
Yeah. Or, like, not even playoffs, but, like, when does ball get most important for the NBA to get into the playoffs?
I mean, once we start getting around April, probably, like, that's when it really...
All right, so that's getting shit soon.
Yeah. All right, so remember that for next week, April.
Yeah.
April. Right, I ask Andy every time. He gets mad at me every time.
Well, if you would just,
get mad at you.
if you would just remember.
Funny. I
know. I'm sorry.
But hey, we got the Spurs and Wemby coming up next. That should be interesting.
I'm going to Bucks game February 20th.
Wow.
Is that the playoffs?
Who are they playing?
I have no idea.
Is that the playoffs? We just said start watching in April to get ready for the playoffs. Do the playoffs start in February?
How's Dame doing?
Dame's doing well.
Good question. That's a
good
one.
Year.
Dame and Giannis, they're balling together good. Everything.
Yeah, they seem to get that chemistry. I think they've got a little system figured out.
They got a chemistry going.
Their minutes are very well synced now, where Giannis pretty much plays almost the first full first quarter. Dame will sub out with about 6 minutes left. Giannis will start the game kind of eating, doing his thing. And then when Giannis gets subbed out, that's where like Dame's kind of warmed up.
Okay.
Dame takes over. And then, in the second half, they're playing together. And then when the pick and roll's doing well, they seem like to be feeding off each other well at this point. And then second half, whoever's got the hot hand, you kind of see take over a little bit.
So are they working on like being able to run an offense together? Like, it seems like one of them has to be on, one of them has to be off.
Yeah, I mean, they've had plenty of games this year where they're both on, where they both scored 30 or more. Like, there have been plenty of times where that's happened, and they seem like no issues, so.
So is this a Bucks team that's going to make first round of the post and then lose in the series, or?
Shit, you never know, right?
You never know, man. Fucking Brewers are probably going to make the series.
So, speaking of Lillard, he's 34 years old. How many more, like, quality years do you think is left under Lillard?
Depends how he takes care of himself. I mean, you look,
He's been so healthy this year. I think he's only missed maybe a couple games here or there. Like, I know the Bucks had a flu bug going around earlier in the year. He missed like a couple of games for that, but he's been very healthy this year. He's playing well. He's shooting the ball well.
What about
the ball really well?
I don't know these guys' ages, but what about Curry?
Guys, their shot is never going to go away. Guys who can shoot, their shot is always going to be there.
Shooters gonna shoot.
What about Curry and KD and how old are these guys?
I mean, they're in their kind of around the same age. They're in their mid 30s. I want to say. So I mean,
yeah. So basically, just how you take care of your.
But again, those are guys who can shoot the ball really well. So guys who can shoot the ball, even if they're not moving as quick, they're always going to be able to shoot the ball.
Is Brook Lopez still in the Bucks?
Yeah.
Tall fuck. Oh yeah. How old is he?
I hated him when I went to the Bucks game.
He's 33, I think, 34.
Let's see. Brook Lopez, 36.
My hot take, I do not think he'll be on the Bucks next year.
Hope not.
Yeah, he'll be
my hot take.
40. Jeez. He's old as shit.
I mean, he's still a top shot. I think he's third
tall
in block
as fuck.
shots.
What is he, 7'7"?
7'1".
Yeah, your height doesn't go away no matter how old you get.
Right.
Oh, shit.
There's some guys who are in the league who are 7'8", 7, big motherfuckers.
Well, yeah.
Or who's that one guy? Who's that one guy? The
Wemby for the Spurs. He's 7'4".
It's incredible.
But he's 7'4", 180 pounds.
His legs are gonna collapse.
Yeah, I saw the video of Wemby. He barely got nudged, went flying to the floor, and then got up like he was gonna do something to a guy who's pretty much the same height, but has 100 pounds on him.
Dude.
Yeah.
But he had to try. It was
I
almost
Wemby,
like
though.
he's like, I have to look tough, so I gotta get up like I'm gonna do something. And then the whole team grabbed him, and he was just like, yeah, okay.
Hey, who's that guy who is? This might be the same guy. Andy, you ever seen the video of like the? This might be Wemby. I don't know, but the high school kid who crossed Steph Curry. Is that Wemby?
No.
Who the fuck is he? What about Zach Edey? Ain't he like 7'5"?
Yeah, but he's not skilled. Wemby's skilled.
He's 7'3". But he's like a traditional.
The guy who crossed fucking Steph Curry.
Well, Curry's not really known for his defense, so
Well, yeah,
I don't think there's
but
many.
I'm trying
a lot
to
of
think.
people
I'm
could cross
trying to
Curry.
think of tall guys.
But I'm a big fan of Wemby. I do like when I just thought the video was funny of like a guy barely put an elbow into him, and then Wemby got up like, yo, I'm gonna never mind. You guys got me right. Okay.
Right.
But it'll be fun to watch him play. Like that's a game. Tomorrow's game against the Spurs. Like I want to watch that game just because like I want to see Wemby play the Bucks.
The first time they played the Bucks this year, the Bucks whooped them, and Giannis had one of his best defensive games in the year. That game.
Okay.
Giannis'
This
defense
guy.
has been unreal this year. He's guarding every position this year.
Hey,
But he held. I think they held Wemby to like
Chet or something.
Chet Holmgren.
12,
Chet
14
Holmgren.
points.
Oh, yeah, Chet is on the Thunder.
Is he good?
I
Is he
think
7'7"?
Yeah.
Chet Holmgren.
He's not 7'7". He's like 7'1".
Once you're over 7 feet.
So he's pretty small.
He could be 7 anything, sure.
Yeah. But yeah, no, Chet. He's been in the
Giannis-
NBA for a minute.
Giannis shut down Wemby the first time they played this year. I mean, he had him in cuffs.
Well, I would hope
see what
so.
happens.
Oh, dear.
Because Wemby's like the Giannis 2.0 in a way, you know? Like,
Yeah.
he's a little taller. He's more gangly, but he's kind of that same, like, can guard any position, plays really good defense. He's probably got a better, more pure shot than Giannis ever will have.
Big time. Mm-hmm.
But kind of that same mold. Yeah, he's like the evolution of Giannis.
Do you think Giannis will ever leave the Bucks?
I mean, at some point, yeah, probably.
Ring chase?
At some point, I don't. But if he does, I don't think it'd be a team you would expect.
Who could he
I don't
ring
know.
chase with?
But
I don't know
Giannis isn't
NBA
really
like
about
that.
ring chasing at least this point. Like, he would never go to LA.
No.
Unless, like, at some point he changes his mind about what he wants. But, like, he loves Milwaukee because it's not a big market team.
Right.
That's why he stayed in Milwaukee. Because, like,
Well, and they also took a chance on him and his family.
Yeah, his family's there. Like, I don't know. Everybody always predicts, like, Miami or LA or New York. Anything that could be, like, Brooklyn.
Like that secondary big market.
Would you blame
Yeah.
him? Would you blame him for getting a second ring? Leaving?
No, not at all.
Not at this point. Like maybe if it was like 3-4 years ago.
I think
If next year Giannis is offered the Bucks, even though he's still under contract, if let's say he was a free agent and he signed with another team, I wouldn't be mad.
Right.
I'd still be the biggest Giannis fan because the fucker brought a chip to Milwaukee.
Yeah.
And, like,
he
repped
has
Milwaukee
single-handedly
hard.
been the reason
And
behind
he's-
the development of.
Yeah, he's put out. I mean, he's rep Milwaukee, like you said, rep Milwaukee. He's wanted nothing to bring but to bring a championship to Milwaukee. Like he's been balling out.
So Andy, with do you think the Bucks are going to make a trade for someone? I know every week we kind of keep bringing it up, but every week it kind of gets amped up and is talked about a little bit more. Like the Bucks are. Like a couple days ago, I saw something that like the Bucks are determined to make a trade, make a splash. Like, do you think that's actually going to happen? Hey, nice Monstera in the background.
Nice. Is that what that is?
There. It sure is. We got one in our house.
Hell yeah. I do think they'll make a trade, but it's not going to be a splash.
Okay.
It's going to be a Pat Connaughton trade.
Dude,
they're
who
not really gonna get much
wants
in return.
no? Who if a team What are we gonna get for Pat Connaughton?
What about that guy
That's the
from the
thing, we're not,
Pacers?
but-
What about that white guy from the Pacers?
We're not getting anybody for Pat Connaughton, but it's a salary cap.
So just dump him pretty much?
Pretty much.
Okay.
What about Lopez? Why not him?
At this point in the season, I don't think they're gonna do that.
He's still like useful.
Except his fucking 3-pointers. Can we put something in his contract where he doesn't shoot threes? He's so big.
Well, his problem is he'll have 7 games in a row where he's on fire and he plays great. But then he'll have 3 games where he just takes a shit and then he forgets that he's 7 feet tall and his ass should be in the paint.
Yeah, it's confusing.
Sounds like Lopez. Yeah.
Confusing. All right, so Pat, fucking shit bag.
All right, so
yeah.
Sorry.
No, I just thought it was I just Pat fucking shitbag. It just had me giggling over here.
Good old Patty shitbag, man.
Patty shitbag.
Shitbag me.
All right, anything else with the Bucks you want to get to before we move it on to Pack Talk and fucking
NFL.
Ashton Genty jerk off?
Not really. Giannis was the top vote getter in the NBA this year for All-Star votes, 2nd year in a row.
Of course.
Not that fat fuck from Serbia.
Jokic.
Not LeBron. Not LeBron. Not the fat fuck European. It was Giannis. So 2 years in a row. Let that be known. The NBA wants its star. Well, they got it. It's Giannis.
You heard?
People talk. Don't let it be forgotten. Also, Dame was named a reserve All-Star, so
yeah.
Shout out.
We just gotta win a chip if we're gonna have a guy like that.
Yeah, chip would be.
It's like the Packers having Aaron Rodgers for 18 years and winning 1 Super Bowl. Is that gonna be the same with Giannis? All right, so let's do that. Let's jump into this.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna talk. I think we have to talk Super Bowl talk.
Yeah, we gotta recap our score predictions.
Yeah, we're gonna predict this. We're gonna talk Super Bowl, but me and Max were talking on our way here, and I think I mentioned it. Didn't want to believe it before, but we paid. How much did we pay Jordan Love?
$255 million.
Yeah.
Is he worth it? Is he worth it?
Well, this year he wasn't, but
too soon to know.
What? I mean, too soon to know.
There's times when like he makes plays and you're like, damn, like only a certain number of guys can do that, and it's getting the consistency out of him.
Yeah, I'm ready to see just a fresh start next season for him. I think mentally, obviously physically, he was limited this year for part of the year.
Yeah,
but I think that probably took a toll on him as well. Like maybe just not trusting himself.
Right.
Or like to make certain throws, or maybe trying to like force things too much while he was injured.
Yep.
And obviously throwing picks because of it. So I want to just see a fresh start next year, like get his mind right, get an off season to work and train and, get your game right, get your mental right, get your chicken up, I'm excited for that. But yeah, there were glimpses, right? Like glimpses this year he was great. And then glimpses this year he looked very, very average to poor sometimes, right? So,
do you think it would be beneficial for Jordan Love to do an ayahuasca trip?
Yes, give it to me. Give me the Jordan Love ayahuasca documentary.
Enigma 2.0.
Yeah, hang out with Rodgers. That would be fucking great for us.
Oh, that's so fun.
Yeah, we'd be fucking having the first game of the season trying to get Jordan Love out of a fucking darkness retreat.
It'd be so funny if like Rodgers came back from his fucking ayahuasca trip and Jordan Love was like, "Bro, I got like 16 grams of mushrooms at the house. Like, you didn't have to go all the way to Brazil to do that shit,
We could have
bro.
just done this at my house.
You could have just came over, man.
Yeah, like I know you don't like me, but come on, like
That's it, dude. That's what like kind of where I'm stuck at right now. Where it's like, all right, when Rodgers left at that point, to me at least, it was like I'm so happy that Rodgers left because I was fresh start,
okay,
and I was sick of the off seasons of like, all right, is Rodgers coming back?
right.
When he's back, what's it going to be like? He's probably running the majority of the offense.
Sure.
You know?
That's what it felt like.
Yeah, that's what it felt like. And then when Love took over, it was like, all right, this is the first opportunity for us to watch LaFleur's offense with no interruptions.
Okay.
And the first year was, up and down, and then, the bottom half of the year was, exhilarating, except for that 49ers game. But then this year, it was like, I have to kind of put myself back to realize, all right, this is still Love's second year starting. Only his second year. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because I think expectations got so high when we played the 49ers last year to go to the NFC Championship game, where it was like, all right, we're right back in it. We're balling. Love is phenomenal. We can make it anywhere. And then this year you watch us in the postseason, and it's like, we didn't even deserve to be in the fucking first round of this shit. It was I don't know. I don't even know how to think about. We looked like shit. We looked like we did not deserve to be there.
Yeah, offensively you could make that case, but I think when you look at
defensively,
I think as a whole the team really hurt themselves. Obviously,
yeah,
fumbling the opening kickoff, penalties and shit. Which, at this point the NFL is rigged. So can we really blame it on Jordan Love? I don't know. He made some bad throws, bad decisions, but I think, we knew where that game was going, just based on how that game started and where the NFL wanted that game to go. I think Roger Goodell had something out against the Pack for reasons unknown to mankind, but
you really believe that?
Maybe not rigged, but as the great Bill Burr said, it's definitely massaged.
I thought as the great Justin Tucker said, not massaged enough.
Oh, don't worry. I pulled up the story and I've got some deets on that. That'll make you go.
That's weird. I did not expect that from you, Max, because I thought we beat ourselves. I think
we did. I do. Yes,
I thought we beat the fuck out of ourselves.
100%. But when the Commanders make it to the NFC Championship game and get a 55 dropped on them, and we gave up 23 or whatever it was, and we were in that game. Yeah. But like you said, we beat ourselves.
But it's like last year too. If we would have beat the 49ers, it's like we could have. Who won NFC? The Eagle or no
the 49ers.
49ers.
They beat the Lions.
They beat the Lions. Yeah, it's like if we would have won the NFC game, we could have gone too. It was. But this year was like.
It's not what the NFL wanted though.
I don't know how to feel. I don't want to feel that way.
Right. Of course you don't.
Because then it makes the fucking NFL feel like the WWE.
That's what it's getting to. We're almost there.
Oh my god.
We're very close.
Andy, say something.
I don't know, man. It's just the NFL, the goddamn Chiefs. I'm sick of them.
They're gonna win.
Well, you notice how the same year the WWE and the NFL go to Netflix in the same year.
People are talking. Yep.
And the NFL is
just
go for it, Andy.
I was gonna say just about the Packers, it's so cliche to be like, well, they're still the youngest team in the league.
Oh my God.
Love is still only this is only his second year starting.
Blah blah blah.
Yeah, I don't want to hear all that shit because it sucks hearing it because it's an excuse, right? But at the same time, it's still gonna be true.
Yeah.
So it's still the case, but it's at this point, all right, let's fucking figure it out now, because they had the youngest team in the league 2 years ago and they made the playoffs.
Yep.
They still the youngest team in the league this year. They made the playoffs, but then they lost the first game.
Right.
Did they play well in that game? No, not at all. The defense played well.
I'm worried we're going to do the same shit that we did with Rodgers. Play 18 years where we made the postseason, playoff games, NFC Championship games, but could only do it once. And the same thing we did with Favre. I feel like we're stuck.
Only one team can win every year,
Yeah.
I'd
Hard
rather
to
be
win.
in the race than not in the race.
Right. I'd rather have Jordan Love than be constantly
Yeah.
searching, because he does make throws that you go, Jesus Christ, like only a certain number
Yeah.
of people can make that throw. So it's
And it's only his second year. right?
starting.
Starting.
Right. But like Andy said, that how you can't make what Rodgers' third year they won the Super Bowl, right?
2010. Yeah.
Is that they went 6-10, then they lost to the Cardinals, and then they won the Super Bowl? Is that so?
Mhm.
Yeah.
So like,
But I don't want to follow that path either.
Yeah, yeah.
Because we won one Super Bowl and then 16 more years.
You guys talk it out. I gotta piss quick. Be right back.
All right, go
Yeah.
piss. You know, like that's where I stand. Where it's like, obviously, I'd love to have what Favre and Rodgers brought, but like at the same time, we've thought about it. It's like we've had two Hall of Fame quarterbacks come through Green Bay who played in Green Bay for 15 plus years, and all we have is 2 Super Bowls to show for it. And it's like, I think obviously Patrick Mahomes is the guy to beat right now.
yeah,
But it's like I think I believe in Jordan Love. I believe in him. I believe in Matt LaFleur.
mm-hmm.
But I don't know what else we need. Like, we have Halfley.
Right.
I think we have to get rid of Bisaccia.
We just extended him, so
Did we?
he ain't
I didn't see that. I didn't see that.
But why? But okay, why do you think we need to get rid of Bisaccia?
The only reason is because I felt like our special team sucked.
But
That's
like,
the only reason. I
what
don't have any science behind
But
it.
when did it suck? The only time it sucked was against the Bears, that last game of the season.
Okay, yeah, this is why I'm bringing it up, because
Right.
So
So the only time it really sucked, in my opinion,
no, I like your opinion because
was
you're
the very last game of the season against the Bears. They
Yep.
fucked up. And then, like, you can make the case that he should have told Nixon not to be taking the ball out in
Yep.
the playoffs. But at the end of the day, that's the player did that. Rich Bisaccia wasn't on the field.
but also at the same time you practice that shit.
Yeah, but you can practice it all day, and then come game time, if the player takes the ball out, Bisaccia can be like, "What were you? We practiced
Yeah.
not to take the ball out.
Can
and
I
you took it out."
I'm going to ask you one simple question. And Andy, if you're listening, I'm going to ask you the same thing. What do you think where the Packers stand now with Jeff Halfley as the D coordinator, Matt LaFleur is the offensive coordinator, Jordan Love is our starting quarterback?
Well, he is. Jordan Love's our starting quarterback.
It might be fucking
Oh shit. Okay.
Malik Willis if we keep talking
All right.
shit.
Anyway, keep going. Sorry.
What does it take? What do you think it takes for us to take the next step? Where we're like, because when we were playing in the postseason, playing the Eagles, in that game, it felt to me, I was like, I don't feel like we belong here. We didn't play like we belonged there until the end of the game. Until the end of the game, where we almost came back and we did the same shit we always do, where we don't play till the fourth quarter. You know what I mean?
I mean,
And maybe I could,
Yeah.
but all right. So this is what I'm asking, and you come at me against what I just said about that game. What does it take for us to take that next step to actually win? Like, what is the weak link?
I mean, I guess
Andy?
I'll start. Like, for me, from just what I see, like, it seemed like the big games like that, they just piss their pants to start the game. Like, they play like they're fucking scared, like they're jittery. Like, against these good teams, like, they know the other team is better than them, and like they just get so rattled, like they can't do anything. You know, at least offensively, you see it. Like, they can't. It's like they can't get anything moving downfield. Like, the rushing attack might be working or not, but like they just. And then it's also just like mentally the dumbass penalties, like the after the whistle fouls, in the biggest moments, like it seems like it happens so often.
like they play like a
quit
young
that
team.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, they play like they play like a young team. Like, you see the teams they play against, like sure the Lions ended up losing this year, but like when they played against the Lions, like it seemed like the Lions had no second thoughts about like, yeah, we're here, we're the dogs, we're the team to beat right now.
Right.
Like in either matchup, like against the Eagles, especially in the playoffs, it was like the Eagles were like, yeah, we're the team that's supposed to be here, we're at home, we're the team that's supposed to win the game.
That's
and, like,
confusing though. The
there was
Lions,
no hesitation or like anything like that from any of the big teams the Packers have played this year. It just felt like the Packers were the team that knew that they were younger, that knew they were inexperienced, like that knew that they weren't supposed to be the team that won the game, and they played like that.
Love looked like he had stage fright.
Well,
In the end, all right. I want to hear your point.
Well, you gotta. So Jalen Hurts started like a year and a half before Love ever started.
Yep.
And yeah, he took a team to the Super Bowl, lost to the Chiefs. He made the biggest mistake in that game when they lost to the Chiefs, when he fumbled.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like that was on him, right? So the Eagles are like a battle-tested, tough team. Now, I hate the Eagles, and they drive me nuts only because of how well they just get these players that fall to them in the draft. They get these free, like Saquon Barkley would never come to the Pack, but he goes to the Eagles. Like we got Josh Jacobs, but he ain't no Saquon Barkley. Like, let's make no fucking ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Nobody's Saquon Barkley.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So then you got Jalen Hurts, who's battle-tested. He's lost in big games in the biggest moments. He's made the biggest mistake in the biggest moments. And that team has like a toughness about them that you can just feel. You can feel like they're tougher than the team they play against. And that's almost the same with the Lions. Like they have this like toughness about them. And that Lions team lost a lot with Dan Campbell.
I was gonna say, I think what you're saying has a lot to do with like Nick Sirianni and Dan Campbell, coaches who live and die with their team.
And I think like Matt LaFleur, I hope, and maybe he doesn't get there, and this will be the criticism of Matt LaFleur going forward and long term. But like right now, he doesn't have like a toughness about him. And he doesn't bring a toughness to the team. I'm not saying he'll never bring that.
I agree.
But like these moments of like struggling and playing bad in the biggest moments, it's either going to make you tougher and stronger, like it made the Lions and Eagles, or it's going to make them worse and be a bunch of bitches. Like fucking, I mean, like you look at the Bengals, like we look at Joe Burrow like he's a fucking god, but they went 9-8 this year, and he had the best season of his career, but the
MVP.
But the team played the rest of the team didn't.
It's like Bill, like Josh, or
same thing like Josh Allen.
Allen.
He's had the unfortunate, just luck of going up against Patrick Mahomes, and that has gotten to him. I think Dalton Kincaid should have caught that fucking ball. Yeah. He threw a fucking.
He played a good game
with pressure in his face. He put that ball only where Kincaid could have got it and should have got it, and also the refs fucking. I mean, they got a first down on fourth down, and the ref said, "No, you didn't."
It's like dude for the Bengals who should have tight end fucking
the Ravens,
Ravens, Mark Andrews. Yeah.
So these moments, they're either good. Like again, obviously, like we say only one team can win. So it's either going to make you stronger or just tear you down so much that you become like a scared football team. So I think these next 1 to 3 years are really going to be like, what is this team made out of? Like, is Javon Bullard going to take that step and become a fucking dog like a second-round pick should become? Is Edgerrin Cooper going to continue to be on a superstar trajectory? Or are we going to continue to shrink and not take that step? And I think that's the division between these teams. And as much as I joke and fuck around and say the NFL's rigged, because it feels that way so much, but it's usually rigged or quote-unquote rigged to the team that's just the better.
Knows how to win.
That knows how to win, is the tougher. Yeah. Just even when things go against them, they say, fuck that. All right, I'm going to go get a penalty now in my favor. As much as I hate Patrick Mahomes and the bullshit he does, he goes out and he finds a penalty. He finds it.
He finds a penalty, and he also has a coach, a head coach, who is greater than He's creative. Andy Reid is incredible. And then on top of Andy Reid, I mean, they have Spagnuolo, who's not going to take a head coaching job. He's going to stay with the Chiefs, who's a Hall of Fame defensive coordinator. I mean, they have Andy Reid, Spags, Patrick Mahomes, who's just a magician, and then you have Travis Kelce, who's going to be quiet all year. Maybe have the worst year of his career, but when it comes to the postseason, he's going to find those ways to get open, make big plays. Yeah. One big touchdown, one big first down, one big play that'll just elevate them. And then they have Xavier Worthy in
who dropped that ball. That wasn't a catch.
It wasn't a catch.
So when you ask what is the Packers missing, or what do they need to do, or what, it's just that it's that added extra toughness, that added extra durability to the being stronger on the offensive line than the other team, being bigger, meaner, physical on the defensive line than the other team. Now, a lot of that has to do with drafting. Like the Eagles, I mean, Jalen Carter just fell to the 9th pick in the draft. That shouldn't have fucking happened, but he was there and the Eagles took him. Like what do you can't be
also, they fucking took
Cooper DeJean, Quentin Mitchell, these guys who just fall. They look at a guy and
oh my God, watching the draft with Max, we wanted fucking Cooper DeJean. All right, Packers are getting Cooper DeJean. Didn't draft him. He's like, all right.
But then he kept falling.
Quinyon Mitchell. We want Quinyon Mitchell. Eagles got both of them.
2 pick. The Eagles took, but that's kind of what it's like. This, and Andy Reid again. He was with the Eagles for so long, and he lost so many NFC Championship games. And I feel like you become callous to these situations, and you just say, "Fuck this! We're winning this." Whatever. I don't know what that is in a coach, or what.
It's calloused.
How that transforms, how a coach transforms into that, but there is this certain and I do think the Packers are close, because you see these games where we get down big, or we lose the fumble right away to start the game, and we still are in a position to be in that game.
Fight back. It's like the Vikings. It's like the Eagles do. We could have won that game.
So as much as I get mad and I come in at the day after a loss, and it's like, fuck the Packers, fuck LaFleur, we're a bunch of pussies and this and that. When you just sit back and look at it, you're like, yeah, but I feel like we're either building toughness or we're gonna crumble. And how I do think this third year with Love, if we continue this streak of crumbling to the biggest, baddest teams, I don't think that's going to be good long term. I do think at some point you have to bow up even more than we already have, because I feel like we have been able to do that to an extent. Fucking Jordan Love's first game at home in Lambeau against the Saints, we're down 17-0 in the fourth quarter, and we win that game. That does say something about Jordan Love and Matt LaFleur and this team, but you have to keep building. You can't just be like, yeah, we did it once, so we're going to do it again. You have to somehow find a way, whatever that means.
My question to you, as just a fan looking on the outside.
Yeah.
We got Jeff Hafley, and to me, I believe it's probably the best our defense have looked in a long time. What is, to you, the main thing that we have to do this offseason to become a full team? Because I think right now, I believe with Jeff Hafley, especially with one year in his belt, is just going to continue to become a better defensive coordinator. What does it take for us to take that next step?
I just think D-line. I think you got to get bigger on the D-line. I think Kenny Clark is he's been good for the Pack for a long time, but I think you got to evolve and get better there. I think we've got some pieces, but you got to get meaner, more physical on the D-line. And
do you think we bring a number one in wide receiver, try and get a number one? I've heard rumors T. Higgins, or obviously we always hear these rumors.
You were asking about the defense, though. You said we have Jeff Hafley.
No. I was saying overall as a team,
Okay.
I was saying we have Jeff Hafley. We have a good defense finally.
Yeah, I just think I think you got to get more nasty on the line of scrimmage. I think drafting Jordan Morgan is cool, but he was hurt for fucking 3/4 of the season.
Yep.
I just think Josh Myers is. I just don't think he's mean and nasty enough. I don't like. He's fine. You can.
I like
win.
Elton Jenkins and Sean Ryan. I like Sean Ryan.
Yeah, I think they've got some dog in them, and Zach Tom is as well.
Yeah.
But when you look at, to me, that's where it is. The offense and defensive line needs to get bigger and meaner. Like they're
like
just
that.
not fucking mean enough.
I like that. I think
And nasty.
I think the off O-line, D-line. Like you beef up the offensive line, beef up the defensive line, and then I guess that's a question for you guys too. Like when you look at our wide receivers, we have so many different guys who can make plays, but like Watson's probably going to be hurt for
most of the season.
Next year, and then we have Dobbs, then we have Reed. Like we have these guys, but we don't have a 1.
Yeah, but the Chiefs don't have a 1.
And that's what I'm asking. Like that's
what I'm getting. Like
you don't think that's
I think it's important.
Right?
I think it's important. Like if you look at the Eagles, they got AJ Brown, Devontae Smith. Like they do have
just a guy to double.
Right, they do have that. But then you look at the Chiefs, who have won back to back. They're going on a 3-peat. They haven't had a 1 these past 3 years.
Yeah, they also have Travis Kelce and Patrick Mahomes.
But that's what exactly.
You know what I mean?
So if you're looking at wide receivers, I think we're good. I think keep Tucker Kraft. I think is nasty. I think Tucker Kraft is a fucking mean.
I think he's a
dog of a tight end, and I think you can build around him, and that's what I think. I think you need to get more guys like the mindset of Tucker Kraft, and just like those type of players.
Do you think the Packers should draft?
I think that the
Ashton
Packers
Jenkins?
need to bring in a receiver of some sort this year, whether it's in the draft or free agency. Because with Watson being going to be out for the majority of the season,
Fuck, I gotta pee.
like Dobbs and Reed and Wicks, they each all have their moments,
Right.
right? But it's like it seems like none of them have found a consistent groove yet in these 2-3 years they've been around.
I agree. I agree with you, Andy.
I think they need somebody who they can rely on a little bit more. Now, I don't think they need a receiver. Like, if those guys can figure it out, like, sure, great. You know, they don't all have to be – it doesn't have to be one guy getting the majority of the catches. But,
Right.
like, if they can have a game plan for each game and have a guy they can go to who can get open consistently or get catches consistently, but they just haven't found that. Like, you guys have either, A, dropped passes,
Yep.
B, been off their game, C, have not gotten open. Like, you need somebody who's going to be able to do that. So whether they draft somebody or bring somebody in who's going to do that, like, they need that.
And I think I do think T. Higgins is a good option. I mean, he just turned 26. He turned 26 January 18th. And he has that like mean kind of nastiness in him. I feel like the way he catches the ball and those different types of things. So I think if you bring a guy like T. Higgins in and even draft a guy like, you know, if a guy falls in the first round, like I could see every year. I think we say we could see the Packers drafting a wide receiver in the first round.
That'll never happen.
Yeah, it won't. But I do think getting a guy like T. Higgins, if it's like, I mean, he's going to get a lot of money, so I don't see the Packers spending the money on him.
Right.
But I think that type of mindset, like I do think he has the right mindset that is needed to bring that like that physical, like fuck everybody. It's 4th and 3. I'm running a button hook. You know I'm running a button hook, but I'm going to catch the fucking ball even though you're draped over my shoulders. Like that type of mindset.
And I think a guy like T. Higgins would be good too because he's a vet in a sense to the Packers.
Right.
But he's still young enough where like I think what I love about the Packers right now in the team we have now is we're young and we're cocky. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, we used to have the team like Rodgers, Jordy, Donald, Jones. Like, we were a vet team where we didn't have to – they weren't cocky because they had their years and, like, you know, they played how they played. But right now the Packers are a team where they're the second youngest team in the NFL, I believe.
Something like that. Sure. First.
Where it's like
team.
where they're like they don't know what they don't know, which is good, and they're cocky, they're tough, they have swag. Where you bring a guy like T. Higgins in, where he's still young enough to ride with that, and he could show these guys too a little bit. We're like, I've been in here a little bit.
Right. I played with Jamar Chase.
Yeah,
I played with Burrow. I've been to the Super Bowl.
So, like, we have such a, I think, like, very encouraging wide receiver group where it's like, hey, this guy can come in, teach these guys a little something,
Yeah.
but also not have to be like that old motherfucker, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But, like,
You're not bringing in because I mean Devontae Adams would be cool, I guess. But
I don't know.
He's getting to that twilight of the career where it's like, I mean, are you really going to bring Devontae in and I think
I mean, fuck, I wouldn't pay Devontae like crazy, but fuck,
Right.
if a guy like Devontae wanted to come back for like a good deal,
course.
if we could get
Sure.
Devontae
wouldn't
for
pay him a ton.
if
Right.
we could get Devontae for a good deal, I think that'd be awesome for Jordan Love. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I
Absolutely.
I thought about that too because like you heard the interview with like Kay Adams or whatever, where they talked about it, and you know he kind of like mentioned it a little bit, but like yeah, if we get Devontae for a decent deal, why the fuck not? Devontae's still got legs under him, and he's still got like he knows the ins and outs of Green Bay, and these guys.
Right.
Like fucking Dobbs and Reed and fucking all these guys, I feel like could learn awesome.
It could only help, right? It can't hurt. It could only help.
I think so. And do you think I don't know. It sounds like Devontae would take a little bit of a deal too to like. I don't know. Like, why not?
Yeah, I mean it'd be cool. Yeah, exactly. Why not at that point?
I'm
just
I don't know. Like. So, like, obviously the first year, I had no expectations for the Packers. And I'm going to face you towards me so that we can be talking. Actually, never mind. I'm not going to do it. Not going to do it. First year with Love, we made it to divisional rounds against the 49ers. And then this year, we had... for me personally, super high expectations for the Packers. I was like, all right, we made it that far. First year, Love looked like a boss. Second half of the season. And then this year, like, Love was hurt, obviously. And it was kind of like he'd have his ups and downs. And then hopefully I was like, hopefully he'll get hot in that postseason. And then he, like, some of the decisions he made in the postseason was just, it was brutal, like, dumb decisions, dumb. So now, like, sitting in the offseason, I'm like, I don't even know what my expectations are. Where it's like, obviously, like, we need a team around him, we need an offensive line, you know, like, everything has to build together.
When Rodgers lost to the Cardinals, did they go on and play in the Super Bowl that year? Or was that a different year they went and played?
It's not the year they played the Colts.
The Steelers?
No, the Steelers, I think it was.
But that was
the Kurt Warner year, yeah.
Did they go on and
Larry Fitzgerald and
that was...
Hold on, because that would be weird if...
Did they have Marvin Harrison on the fucking...
No.
No.
Sorry, but no. Well, I gotta look...
I believe it was that year. If I'm not mistaken.
So that would have been the 2009 Super Bowl?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the Cardinals and Steelers. It was the Cardinals and Steelers.
The Madden 2010.
Yeah.
The intro is the Cardinals-Steelers Super Bowl.
So the year Rodgers lost to a team that went on and played in the Super Bowl was against... So Love lost to the Eagles, and the Eagles went on and are in the Super Bowl. So, I mean, it
He
is
did
kind
that
of
last year too.
well, yeah.
Marvin Harrison. I was thinking his son played for though.
Oh yeah, he played.
I don't
for
know
them
who
now.
else Marvin Harrison played for.
Pretty
other
much
than the
just.
Colts.
I think just the Colts. I don't think he played
Yeah, just the
anywhere
Colts.
else.
Did he just play for the
I
Colts?
think so. Yeah. But yeah, I think it is a weird like. Now Rodgers played really well against the Cardinals when they lost.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I mean, he had that penalty against the Card. Like they hit him right in the face, and that should have been
Face
a penalty.
mask him, yeah.
Face mask. But it is kind of weird that like okay, like damn, I didn't realize the Steelers went Super Bowl back to back. Fucking bastards.
Did they go back?
Yeah,
Oh,
because-
wait, was the Seahawks Steelers?
And then us?
Or was that 06?
No. So 09, the 09 Super Bowl was Steelers Cardinals.
And then
The 010
Right.
Super Bowl was
Steelers
Steelers
us.
Packers.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Steelers, Packers, yeah.
So I mean,
Steelers won against
the Cardinals.
the Cardinals.
That was the year James Harrison had that 99-yard interception
Yeah.
return. So it's just, I mean, at least all I'm saying, and the only thing that this playoffs has kind of given me a little bit of hope continuing to go forward is that like the Eagles have absolutely destroyed every team they played, other than the Pack. We kept it close.
Yeah.
And we're right fucking there. And did we allow Saquon Barkley to have like a long 60-yard touchdown run?
I don't know.
I think we're the
Well, he would
only.
have. Remember, he stopped.
Oh, okay. I stopped
yeah.
watching at that
Yeah, he
point.
did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
He had like he could have broken off a huge touchdown run with like.
But then we brought it back.
A minute and a half left, but he had like a 30-yard touchdown run or something like
Okay.
that. But then
Yeah.
with like a minute and a half left, he could have housed one for like 60 yards, but he stopped at like the 20.
Okay.
and
Was
just,
that
like,
against
kneeled
us?
down. Yeah.
Yeah. I do remember.
Because we made it, like, with the Eagles game, it came. Yeah, I do remember that now. But, like,
But we kept.
we
it close
made it a
kinda.
game. That's been that's a fucking also another problem is, like, that fourth quarter, like, energy our team gets, where it's like, we're getting our ass kicked the whole game. Second half comes, and then, like, we make it a game in the fucking. Like against the Vikings too, we did the same thing against the Vikings.
Both games, yeah. But okay, so with this being said, I do think we have a lot to look forward to with the Pack, as long as the NFL rigs it in our favor.
Right.
But with that being said, we have a new defensive line coach, DeMarcus Covington. He was the New England Patriots defensive coordinator last year under Jared Mayo. Previously to being the defensive coordinator, he was the defensive line coach for 4 years.
In New England?
In New England. Once Gerard Mayo became the head coach, he promoted DeMarcus Covington to the D coordinator.
So this guy worked under Bill. Yeah.
Yes. And when this guy was the D-line coach when the Patriots came to Green Bay and they had the joint practice. So, like, we've seen the Packers coaching staff have seen this guy firsthand up in, like, face-to-face. We met him, talked to him, like, back then. This guy has risen up to D coordinator, and now he's back to being a D-line coach. I don't really know much about him other than that, but it does give me a little bit of, like, okay, this guy he's ran a defense. Now just focus on running a D-line. I do kind of like that. I think that is important, and I think he can hopefully. I mean, it's not a guy where I'm like, I don't know. I guess maybe he's gonna be good. Like, hopefully he can.
Also, the fact that he was on the staff under Bill Belichick.
Under Billy B.
He's at Billy B. If he was there for 4 years, so he's probably there at least 2 years with Belichick.
Right.
So the fact that Belichick was a guy who kept him around, I think that's huge.
Yeah.
I think that shows, like, this is a guy who's on his P's and Q's. He's probably very works hard, fucking, you know what I mean? Like, if he's sticking under Belichick, then he has something.
Let's see.
What was their rush? What was the stats on New England's like pass rush?
That I don't know.
I'll look it up. I'll look it up
that,
because I think that's important.
He started off at UAB as a defensive graduate assistant, Ole Miss. Then he went to UT Martin, defensive line coach, Eastern Illinois, co-defensive coordinator and defensive line coach, New England Patriots, coaching assistant from 2017 to 2018, outside linebacker coach 2019, defensive line coach 2020 to 2023. So he started with the Patriots in 2017. And he was with them up until now and just stayed on the defensive line. So,
their run defense, I mean, that's something. 2019, 15th. 2020, they were 16th. 2021, they were 17th.
And with that, I don't think they had like that much, like a lot of like talent. Like they weren't like this, like, oh shit, they got this guy. So like he's, you know, like you could look at
it's middle of the pack.
But you could look at, like, say if you're the Cleveland Browns defensive line coach, and it's like, yeah, but they had Myles Garrett. You don't really need, like, you don't really need to coach him that much, you know? So I don't know. I think he could be a good D-line coach and maybe, you know, possibly take over as a D coordinator if Hafley ever leaves. I mean, he's only 35 years old. He's young. He's fucking young, man.
Damn, okay.
Because the linebackers coach, he seems the current Packers, the Campanelli.
Yep.
He's a top candidate for the Jaguars D coordinator position. So like he could be leaving.
Do you guys see the Jaguars head coach?
Duval. Dude looks like a fucking frat boy.
Yeah, dude. There's somebody, I don't know what team it's for, but there's a coordinator who's 28 years old. I don't know who it's for, but there's an offense or defensive coordinator in the NFL who just got hired, and he's our age.
That's, I mean, good for him.
Was it the defensive coordinator for the Ravens?
Zach Orr. Yeah, Zach Orr. That could be it. Yeah, because we interviewed him for our D coordinator.
28 years old, dude.
That's
our
crazy.
Age?
But
he was a player, and I think he got hurt.
Yeah. He was
had,
good.
A career-ending injury.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
I've
heard good things about him, but it's like 28 years old, being a D coordinator, trying to like.
Yeah, I mean, obviously he's done well there.
Yeah, if you can do it. But,
his brother was a stud for the Wisconsin linebacker.
Yeah,
yeah, that's right.
A few years back.
Yeah,
trying to boss around grown ass millionaires as you're 28.
Yeah,
but if you're dope and like you have a resume, like.
Yeah,
it's got to prove yourself. Unlike the Jaguars had Duval.
So I do think the Packers.
I bet he's a dog. I bet the Jaguars are good.
I think the Packers have a lot to look forward to next season. I know, like, I was super disappointed this year that we never seemed to like continue to grow as a team. We kind of were super hot and cold. But I do think there is that, like, there's something about like being embarrassed, losing to the best teams consistently, and you're either going to build a tough skin or you're not. And I think this next year we're going to find out what this team is. I think the free agents that Goody brings in, we're going to find out like where the evolution of this team is going to go. And we won't know until we bring in free agents, till we bring in our draft picks. Like,
do you think Love is that guy for us?
I mean,
because like Love is Goody's baby at this point. And Love to me he's shown a lot.
Let me ask you this. Do you think Justin Herbert is that guy?
Yeah.
Then I think Love is then.
Yeah, you answered your question there. Yep.
I like that.
Because he has other than maybe the regular season stats,
because they're ballers. They're ballers. I think like when I see Herbert, it sucks to see like when I look at Justin Herbert, he's a baller. He's a dude who'll go out, put anything on the line, and can make plays, and will do whatever it takes to win.
Yeah.
And I think Love's that same guy. When
too.
I look at Love, like you see him when bad shit's happening, like he just has that straight look on his face constantly. And I truly believe that Love is a baller, and I think I think he has what it takes.
Do you think if you flip flop Jalen Hurts and Jordan Love, because they were in the same draft, do you think? What are your thoughts? Like if Hurts was on was on the Pack, and Love was on the Eagles, do you think the Eagles would be in the Super Bowl?
What's the see? I don't know what's.
I mean,
Hurts is more of a
They're
running.
different quarterbacks.
He's
for
more
sure.
he's more of a mobile quarterback than Love is.
if the Eagles still have the same position group, same defense, same offensive line, they still got Saquon.
Yeah, probably.
Yes,
Yeah,
the Eagles are still in the Super Bowl.
And that's
I think
And
he
that's not
has
taking-
better.
That's not taking anything away from Jalen Hurts because I think Jalen Hurts is a stud. I like him.
Yep.
I like Hurts.
I hate the Eagles because I ain't the Eagles.
Dude,
Yeah.
they have the best offensive line, the
Right.
best running game, a fantastic receiver group. Like,
I think they have the best GM in football. I mean,
yes, they do. Yeah, and I'm like, you put any good quarterback into that offense, how do you not succeed with a running game and a receiving group like that? I mean, like,
yeah.
Saquon makes being a quarterback fantastic.
Wow,
Like,
easier,
you know what I
yeah.
And Josh Jacobs does too, but
Yeah.
like we don't have the offensive line that the Eagles have.
Right. Exactly.
You know, like we don't have Lane Johnson, we don't have
So to answer your question, yes, I think Jordan Love is that
absolutely,
guy.
absolutely.
I would rather have him than not have him. And I've said on this show, or before the season started, I think Jordan Love is going to end up becoming the head coach of the Packers, and Matt LaFleur is going to end up becoming the
Gonna be the
president
GM.
of the Packers or
Yeah.
whatever. Like, I do think like they have that potential where like they could stay together and be like very good for a long time, but it's just a matter of getting the right pieces, doing the right things and all that. Like I do. Like this season sucked because of how hot and cold they were, and that was a little alarming and a little like yeesh. But I would rather have these guys than not have them.
So here's another question, which is more timely for right now. Do the Packers spend money in scouting on the offensive line, or do they spend money in scouting on the wide receiver group? I think you spend as much money and time as you can on that O-line and give Love time to sit back in the pocket like Hurts has, or you give Josh Jacobs the holes that Saquon has. And I'm not taking nothing against Saquon's the best running back I've ever seen in my life. I didn't grow up with Barry Sanders. I had Derrick Henry and these guys. Saquon's probably the craziest back I've ever watched. But
for me, it's LaDainian Tomlinson.
oh, fucking LT, yes.
But
Holy shit.
I was watching.
LT, Adrian Peterson.
Yeah,
Adrian Peterson
yeah.
probably too.
Adrian Peterson's up
Yeah.
there.
I think I mean like you give a guy like Josh Jacobs the offensive line that Saquon has.
Right.
I mean, come on.
Come on. But, okay, so last thoughts on the Packers before we move on to recapping our predictions for the NFC and AFC championship games and guess that Packer.
Everybody give their number one first need of the draft. What do we do with the draft?
I mean, I'm well documented saying defensive line.
Love it.
There's a guy, Nolan Smith, out of Ole Miss, who could be there for the Packers, who's, by all accounts, is a dog and has been tearing it up in the, East-West Shrine game, and then they got the Senior Bowl or something. So I think that's a guy that if the Packers draft Nolan Smith, don't be surprised. And I think he could be good. I got to look a little bit more into it and dig a little. Mike Green out of Marshall is another name to keep an eye on, but I think D-line for me.
All right, Andy.
I'm gonna say D-line is a big one. O-line, D-line, or I'd like to see possibly a corner. If there's one available that they like, that's gonna be a stud at where they're picking 23, I think it is.
Yep.
They could use a cornerback bad still.
Okay, for sure.
I'm thinking a good center.
Center. Oh,
draft a good center, or
I hate Josh Myers. Fuck. So
yeah. Get a good center, somebody who can command the offense. A rookie who has a smart head, who can learn from Elton Jenkins, the guys around him, command the offense. I think an offensive line starts with the center, starts with the core. And I think we have what it takes. I don't like Josh Myers either.
Pussy.
I love John Ryan and I love Elton Jenkins. Zach Tom can play ball.
Josh Myers is a pussy.
But I also think get rid of Lloyd, get rid of every other running back, and draft Ashton Genty to be a double with Josh Jacobs, and I think we got a two-headed monster that you can't stop.
Okay, so you would draft Ashton Genty in the first round over everything else?
No, probably what's our second round pick?
He's not gonna fall to the second round.
No, he's not.
There's no if he's
probably not gonna fall to us.
That's what there's no way he falls to us in the second round. So we would have to either...
There's a 110% chance that we're either drafting an offensive lineman or a defensive lineman.
Yeah, maybe 150%.
150.
Yeah.
Ashton Genty.
Maybe even 160, man.
Maybe.
Would you... Well, all right, if the Packers, with the 20... What is it? Third pick of the 2025 NFL Draft, and the Packers took Ashton Genty... How pissed would you guys be?
I mean,
I'd be stoked.
I wouldn't be pissed. I would be like...
I wouldn't be pissed. It'd just be looking back on hey, man, you know what? This is an opportunity. They're taking the best player available at the time that he's available.
Josh Jacobs would probably be like, what?
Can't hurt you.
Right.
You can always take what you need in the second and third round. There's always going to be guys available there.
It'd be a classic Packer pick.
Well.
Why would we draft people that... block for Josh Jacobs so we can draft somebody who can rush next to him.
Is he going to play guard or what?
Yeah.
All right. So let's take a look at our
Ohio State.
Let's take a look at our NFC AFC Championship predictions from last week. Buffalo versus Kansas City. Carl had it 28-27 Buffalo. Andy had it 31-26 Chiefs. What did the final score end up being?
I think it was 30-20 or 31-29 or something close.
Let me. Oh, we also have to talk. I also have to read a little bit about that Justin Tucker.
Oh, God.
Quick, 'cause I have that article pulled up. It's not a super long article, but there's. Jesus
he was
Christ!
Slapping his little wiener around.
All right, so we'll review these scores quick, and then I'll read that Justin Tucker. Let me just pull up.
Andy, you still surrounded by all your buddies?
Oh no, they left.
Oh.
All right,
they got sick of you guys.
Yeah, I don't blame them.
They went to bed.
So it was 32-29 Chiefs.
Oh yeah.
Let's see. So Carl had it 28-27 Buffalo. Andy had it 31-26 Chiefs. Ooh, pretty close, Andy. Good job.
Andy.
I had it 24-23 Chiefs. All right, then Washington versus Philly. Carl had it 31-20 Washington. Yikes.
Yowzes.
Andy had it 29-24 Philly, and I had it 34-23 Philly. Oh, I had Washington's score. Andy pretty much had Washington's score. Okay, so Andy and I weren't, I think Andy's kind of the winner there. He had a closer. All right. We'll do Super Bowl predictions next week.
Yeah.
All right,
Sure,
we'll do that.
yeah.
All right, let me read a little bit about Justin Tucker here. What the fuck, Justin Tuck? All right,
So after you read that, I have a tweet that I don't have it pulled up, but I saw it earlier today. It was from 2021.
Okay.
So it was basically a foreshadowing to this event occurring here. You read that first.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my God. All right, so it says 2 spas say they banned Justin Tucker. He denies the bans and the behavior the women say they left. He denies the bans and that the behavior that the women say he left them emotionally scarred. Ravens kicker Justin Tucker according to the spas, engaged in inappropriate behavior at 4 high-end spas and wellness centers in the Baltimore region. According to 6 massage therapists, including exposing his genitals, brushing 2 of them with his exposed penis, and leaving what they believe to be ejaculate on the massage table after 3 of his treatments. Several massage therapists said Tucker's behavior was so egregious that they ended his session early or refused to work on him again. And at 2 spas, the management said they banned him from returning. After receiving a tip on January 9th, the Banner... Okay, so this is from the Baltimore Banner. So the Baltimore Banner began investigating and spoke to 6 massage therapists who recounted troubling firsthand experiences with Justin Tucker from 2012 to 2016. The women said they had long wanted to tell their stories. I've told people about this over the years, and they either act like it's hot gossip or a joke, said one of the therapists who worked on Tucker in 2016. But it was really disgusting, quote unquote. Attorneys for Tucker denied the allegations of an inappropriate behavior, calling them speculative and, quote, impossible to prove, unquote. The attorneys Thomas A. Clare and Stephen J. Harrison of the firm Clare Locke said Tucker had never been banned from the 2 spas in question. They also denied Tucker ever ejaculated at the spa. Mr. Tucker has never behaved inappropriately during any massage therapy session and certainly never in the manner described, end quote.
I never came.
By the Baltimore Banner's reporting, the lawyer said, quote, any suggestion to the contrary is a fictitious and utterly baseless claim, which is just great lawyer speak. A Ravens spokesperson said, we take any allegations of this nature seriously and will continue to monitor the situation. The NFL said it will look into the matter. Tucker released a lengthy statement on X after the story published, denying the allegations and criticizing the Banner's reporting process. Yikes. And there's...
Yeah.
So did you find your the tweet, Andy?
I did find it.
Oh, let's hear it.
So, first of all, I want to say I hear the Cleveland Browns will be trading 3 first-round picks for Justin Tucker.
and giving him $150 million guaranteed.
Yeah. All right, so here's the tweet. Now, this is from November of 2021.
Okay.
From somebody who I don't recognize, but it's kind of just blowing up now because of, the situation here. Let's see. Okay, so this is based this person's account. They are basically just like tweeting today and saying, "This tweet was not my first-hand experience, which is why I did not provide details. The person who I know who told me this story wants to stay anonymous even 4 years later, so I continue to respect that." And the original tweet from November of 2021, Justin Tucker is canceled, but it's not my place to provide the reason. Let's just say he's been told by many massage places to never come back.
Ooh. So people knew.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Justin Tucker, buddy.
What
are you doing, man?
Okay, so this is from one of the massage therapists. According to this article, we'll call her E. She was, or he, I don't know, was 21, a newly licensed massage therapist, and about 7 months pregnant. She said before massage began, Tucker asked her to focus on his inner thigh muscles because they were tight from kicking. She left the room to allow him to undress and get under the sheets. When she returned, Tucker had an erection. Since it's not unusual for a man to briefly become erect during a massage, she said she ignored it and focused on his neck and shoulders. Following standard protocol, she tightly wrapped the sheets around his genital area, a technique called diaper drape, she said, but Tucker wriggled his pelvis until the sheets fell away, revealing his genitals. He was continuously moving his hips, she said, moving his penis, wriggling it, making it bounce, undoing the drapes.
Jesus Christ, Justin.
Flustered, E asked Tucker to turn onto his stomach so she could work on his back, but as the end of the appointment neared, he asked her to return to his inner thighs. Tucker was still erect, she said, which she found discomforting. She again secured him in the sheet and stared at the wall while massaging his thighs, she said. When she looked down a few minutes later, she recalled the sheets were gone and he was fully exposed. It just keeps going and going and going. This dude's a sick fuck.
Yeah.
What the fuck,
real,
Justin
man.
Tuck?
Jesus Christ. Justin Tucker, you sick fuck.
Dude. No wonder he couldn't make a
my
kick this season.
God, dude. He knew it was coming out. He knew this shit was happening, bro.
Fuck, I shouldn't have came under those blankets. God damn it.
Dude, that's way worse than anything McManus was
I
alleged
shouldn't have
at
shown
doing.
my little cock. God damn it.
Yeah, Justin Tucker, man. Get it together.
All right,
Justin Tuck became untucked real quick.
Yeah.
Nice.
Justin, tuck it into my waistband. Can you look at it?
Justin untuck it, you know what I'm saying? Holy shit.
Wow.
That's... Man. Wow.
Man, him and Deshaun Watson going to be roomies.
Yeah, I wonder if after, like, a game, like a Ravens-Browns game, they both, like, dapped up and were like, yo, what's up? Where you go? Well, where do you go?
Where you go?
Where do you go?
You untucking tonight?
Yeah.
You untucking tonight, bro?
You untuck... Man, that's I mean, he's possibly one of the greatest kickers of all time. If not, he's a top 5 kicker for sure in the NFL.
Yeah. Just ruined it all today.
Man,
Untucking.
fucking A. All right.
That was fun.
Anyone have a guess that Packer?
I had one prepared.
Ooh,
Whoa, okay.
Love it.
Justin Tucker.
You guys want me to
Darren Sharper.
shoot from the waistband here? I'll start shooting.
Oh,
Alright.
don't shoot from the waistband. I'll report you.
Yeah, don't call me Justin Tucker.
I didn't even mean it like that.
Yeah, okay. That was good. Yeah, you did.
All right, so this player, that's fun. I literally almost just read his name. Was selected by the Oakland Raiders originally in the 1997 NFL Draft.
Ooh.
Charles Woodson.
No.
Oh,
That's a good guess.
a little earlier.
He was born January 21st in 1973 in
Ooh,
Greensboro, Alabama.
Man.
Alabama. 1973.
Drafted in 1997.
Went to Greensboro East High School. He was,
Okay.
I'll say he's drafted in the 6th round.
Oh. I'm thinking this might be a... Oh. Don't know. I don't even have like a... I don't even... Who?
Edgar Bennett.
Nope.
Fuck.
Let's see here. He played for the Packers from 2003 to 2005.
Niles Diggs. I don't know.
No.
We've done him before. He was a
I know.
3rd round pick, I think.
He is, let's see here. His playing measurables were 6'2", 345.
Ooh.
He's a big boy.
Uh,
Round.
2003 to 2005.
Defensive line.
Will we know the name when you say it?
Yeah, you will.
Okay.
There's one team in my mind that I just picture him playing for. And when you guys... I'll read the teams, and not right now, but in a little bit later, who he played for.
Okay.
Like, in my mind, when I picture this guy, outside of the Packers, I picture him on one team. And you'll get that in a bit. But I'll list his NFL statistics here. So he played all the way until 2009. So about 12 years in the league. 510 total tackles, 35.5 sacks, 8 forced fumbles, 7 fumble recoveries, and 24 passes defended.
Oh, that's a good one. Another good one.
He played college ball at Knoxville College.
Knoxville College. 6th round draft pick out of Knoxville College. So D-line, 6'2", 3+. 2003 to 2005. That's like...
Never mind.
So I was with Favre. This is gonna be tough. Fucking... No, not Vonnie Holiday. Was it Vonnie Holiday?
Nope.
No, okay. Drink, bitch.
Dude, I have no idea.
He started his college career at Hines Community College.
Oh, well, now I know. For
No,
sure.
I
yeah,
figured
of
that was
course.
gonna give it away. Let's see. In the 2005 season, where he played for the Packers from 2003 to 2005, in the 2005 season, he said he would hold out of training camp in order to secure a new contract with the Packers. However, he reported for training camp on the first day. Several days later, however, he told reporters that he no longer felt he wanted to be in the Packers organization and requested to be released or traded to another team, but later retracted those statements and played out the rest of the 2005 season without a new contract.
Man, who the fuck is this? This would have been like,
I have no idea.
2005. I was in like,
It was like,
7th
yeah, we were in
grade.
like fucking 3rd grade. His fucking dad had a sports show at the time. Bill Scott. I'm sure he was buddies with Bill Scott. Was it Bill Scott?
Was it?
No, it wasn't.
Damn it.
So I'll give you the teams he's played for. So originally from the Raiders for 4 years,
Okay.
and then a quick 1-year stint with the Saints until 2003, the Packers 03 to 05. Then the Atlanta Falcons 06 to 07. 1 year in Jacksonville, and then back in Atlanta. And then 1 year with the Lions.
Shit. Who the fuck was this? Damn.
Was the Lions the team that you remember him from?
Nope.
The
It
Falcons.
was the Falcons, yep.
Dude, I have no idea.
I don't know. I think
I have no
He
idea.
wore number 75 with the Packers.
Fucking Brian Bulaga. No, he
Bob
wore
Uecker.
74.
Dude, I can't. Everything I'm remembering is like post 2008.
Yeah, who is
I'll
it?
come with the post 2008 one next time.
Oh no, I'm just trying to like in my head. I'm like, because like who wore 7? Like
Who is it?
Cullen Jenkins was 77, but he was much after that. Damn, I don't know.
Want me to give it up here?
I think so.
Yeah.
All right. It is Grady Jackson.
Oh my God! I would have never guessed
Jackson,
him.
that's right. That guy was a big, mean motherfucker.
Damn,
Yeah,
dude.
that's what the Packers need again, man.
Yeah, dude.
We need another Grady.
We need like 4 more Grady
Or
Jackson.
Johnny Jolly. He
Yeah.
loves his herb. That was fun.
Yeah, he did.
Remember him? He just kept getting popped for lean. It's like, dude, stop drinking. What are you doing? Grady
Jackson. I do remember. Yep. Okay. Yep. Big old run stuffer.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That was.
That's a good one.
Ah, good for you, bud.
Stumped us, Andy. Cheers to
Oh,
you.
yeah.
Cheers.
2
Cheers
weeks
to
in
you,
a row,
brother.
you know? Do stumpers, you know? The
Fucking.
old Craig Lumpkin last week.
Oh yeah, Craig Lumpkin.
Yeah.
Fucking the
Oh,
Blumpkin
Craig
Lumpkin.
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 Grady I'm writing this down. So Grady Jackson, Lumpkin. What was yours, Carl? Barclay.
Yeah, fucking John Kuhn. I don't know. I had some easy ass one.
Don Barclay. That was a good one. So Don Barclay was out of West Virginia. There's a tackle out of West Virginia that I could see the Packers drafting. I can't remember his name, but the dude
I have seen this guy. I know who you're talking about.
But the dude is a fucking dog. Like, that's a mean motherfucker.
Fucking dog.
That I could see the Packers drafting. It's like I'm not even gonna try to say it, but yeah, there's a tackle out of West Virginia that I could see the Packers drafting, and people going, "Who the fuck is this guy?" But he's a mean cuss out of West Virginia.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, good one, Andy. Grady Jackson. I do remember that name. God damn.
I do too.
All right, Andy. Like I said last week, do you have a Packers story that might be a fun Packer drunk history story we could do?
Yeah, let's see. We want the ball and we're gonna score.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's a good one. I'm thinking maybe like episode 200. We do this for the first time.
Yeah.
So I'll compile like
Or a spill it picket.
yes,
Kevin
okay.
Green.
And I'm thinking maybe like a week or two beforehand, I'll be like, hey, these are like five stories. Who wants which one?
Yeah.
And then episode 200, we do a drunk Packer history.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Episode 200 is going to be like 5 hours long. Can't wait.
Yeah, that might be like a 2-parter.
Yeah.
All right, we got the ball. We're going to score. That's a good one. And then spill it, pick it. All right. All right. Anything else, Andy, you want to get off your chest before we get out of here?
No, man. Go Pack, go. Roll
Pack.
badge, go Bucks. Bucks
Let's go.
and 6.
Box and 6, baby.
Yep.
Text me when
Oh,
I got to
yeah.
start watching.
Badge, first round, and bounced, probably.
Hell yeah, dog.
Probably. They're good. They've been good at that recently.
Yeah. Damn it.
I love it.
All right.
And
the sailors say,
Andy. See you, buddy.
Later, man.
Boys, we'll see you guys.
Good talking
Love
to
you,
you,
brother.
man.
Peace.
Ooh. Phew. Man, we got into a lot of shit there.
Sure did.
That was a good Packer talk. Holy fuck. What do we got here? All right, this week's episode of Wisconsin Sports Talk with Andy O was brought to you by Jar Steak.
Char steak.
It's been a while,
Come
but
on.
they said, hey, we got to get back on the show. I said, well, send me something, motherfuckers.
Yeah, the best in the biz.
We all know Char Steak has been with us for a little bit now.
A long while.
They're in and they're out, but hey, Char Steak. Are you sick of grilling with boring ass charcoal?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, who isn't?
Come on.
Who isn't? Char Steak is a unique charred meat charcoal that will take your charcoal grilling to the next level. Woo! Char Steak procures the finest, most expensive cuts of meat from animals all over the world. They char the meat to perfection, chop it up, and it creates the perfect substitute for charcoal.
Wide.
Char steak!
Char steak.
So as, on the show, I've done the carnivore diet in the past, and, I'm a meat guy, and I'm a grill guy.
Just like Tom, big meat guy.
And fuck gas. I love charcoal, all right? I wish I had this product when I was on the carnivore diet. I'd probably still be doing the goddamn carnivore diet to this day. Char steak has both red meat and poultry options, from venison and bison to ostrich and falcon.
Wide.
They've got it all. If you go to their website, charsteak.meat, and you can scroll through hundreds of different char steak options. My personal favorite right now is the camel.
Oh, mine's the ostrich.
They both grill up chicken breast pretty nice. They grill up steak pretty nice. They grill up a good burger patty pretty nice. They give it that nice, the camel gives it that nice desert flavor.
Yeah.
So does the ostrich, I think. Nice sandy flavor. Char steak was created by meat eaters for meat eaters.
Yep.
Use the link below, charsteak.meat/HUA, or use the promo code HUAMeat to receive up to 76% off your first purchase. Char steak, grill your meat with meat.
Meat!
God damn. Thanks, Char Steak, for sponsoring this week's episode of the show. All right. Gotta love a good promo in there. All right. What do you want to get into next here? We got... Oh, I'm all out of sorts here. Where's my episode 170? Oh, it's right here. All right. So, Doug Heim episode.
Yep.
All right. So, it's this Saturday.
Can't wait.
And I was in contact with Doug this past weekend. Emailed him, just kind of getting, just wanted to finalize some thoughts and some plans. I wasn't sure what he had planned for us, so I said, hey, kind of like we talked last week, we brought up the whiteboard option to reveal our scores of the beer, because we're going to help him find the official beer of the Ant Cave.
Fuck yeah.
So like we said last week, he wants us to do some blind taste testing, and we are going to rate and review the beers on everything from, aroma and color to I don't know what else. I said, hey, we can incorporate some of our, drinkability and probability we drink it again. Just a little bit of our, Big 4 beer scale options with them. I said we can, we can use the whiteboards to reveal the scores for the visual aspect of it. I said, I don't know what you had planned for the segment, but I can bring in some obscure beer trivia, some funny beer facts, things like that. And he said, whiteboards sound great.
So whiteboards it is.
So we got the whiteboards.
Hell yeah.
So other than that, I don't really know what else we'll be doing. I don't know if he's going to want us to do drinkability, probability we drink it again. I'm not really sure.
Yeah, we're kind of just going with his flow of the show.
Yeah, we're going to let him dictate what he wants, which is kind of
awesome.
Perfect. I don't want to do any more. We're not trying to be like, hey, this is what we do when we drink beer, so let's do it there. But I think it'll be fun to just write down the scores like it's a dunk contest and be like, all right, give it a, like we were doing today.
Yeah. Adds a new spice to it.
Yeah, we won't be guessing each other's scores like we did today. That was just something fun for us to do. But I think it will be fun for us to write down the scores, talk about it, write it down, and then reveal it.
Yep.
So that's what I know. That's all I know.
Yeah, I'm stoked for it, dude. I mean, going into Doug's his studio, the Ant Cave. I mean, he puts a lot of work into it, a lot of work into his episodes and his producing and stuff like that. So I'm excited to be able to jump in there and just kind of follow his lead and see what comes of it. I wish Seamus could be there.
I do too.
It'd be awesome. But I mean, every time we've done this, kind of something outside of the studio, it's fun.
Yeah. The
live show or with Pat or now this, I'm stoked.
And even it would be. At this point, we're 176 episodes in. I'm not like, oh, we're going to go on Doug Heim's podcast and then we're gonna get more views.
Yeah.
It's more so just like, let's just keep doing fun shit.
Yeah,
Like,
dude,
let's
it's a
keep
good
having
time.
fun. Like, we get to hang out,
Yeah.
drink beers together.
And we get to hang out with Doug.
And we get to hang out with Doug, too.
Doug's like one of the most interesting people you can have a conversation with, and to just be kind of dunked into his podcasting world is fun with somebody who's been doing this digital art, this stuff since the beginning of it back in 70s, 80s.
Yep.
And now where he's at now, it's going to be awesome.
And like I watched his newest episode, episode 11, I believe, and of TJ and the Ant on YouTube. Check it out. It's a good time. Episode 11 was kind of like a recap of the previous 10 episodes. He does one episode a month. So, and they're only like an hour long, so they're not too long, but he jam-packed a bunch of shit into episode 11 and just kind of getting the refresher of like watching him evolve through his studio. Like his very first episode, like it's so much different than episode 10 and episode 11. His studio is a lot different. His underground secret ant cave is so much different. And one of the cool things was in episode 11 was watching him create his new ant cave.
Yeah.
Like he painted his whole like mural that's behind him.
Yeah.
Behind all of his equipment and everything. And I thought it was, I didn't know he paint, like you could tell it was artistically done.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was by him. And he did a whole time lapse of him drawing it out, then painting it, spray painting.
Oh, I'm excited to
like
see
the whole thing. It was really cool because one wall you can kind of tell like, okay, someone paint, because it's like a 3D like a tunnel, it looks like,
Yeah.
and it looks like there's a little doorway at the very end almost, and then it just gets bigger and he's in like the big portion. And the way he's got his light set up, it almost looks like, I thought he had some type of like wallpaper or metal, like something on his, I didn't think it was paint.
Yeah.
Just like a painted like image. So it was really cool to see that, and I can't wait to just kind of ask him about that, like how in his book he describes how he's very good at drawing and things like that, but I've never actually, he even says in the book like I don't draw like things unless like I really have like an inspiration to do it. So to watch him do it and kind of do something he's really good at was very cool. So I'm excited to kind of ask him about that and just like,
it'll be cool to also like get the details about how it was like working back in that time under Grandpa, like for the news station, and then like kind of how one of the questions I wanted to ask him was like, how is like podcasting now compared to like maybe how digital stuff was back in your day? Like, what was a comparison of like what was podcasting to you then?
Sure.
To what you know now, like how, like you know what I mean? Like, was it like his radio station that he started, and like just the creative differences and kind of the cool, like what are the advantages now, like being able to have your media and like everything. So
because he was like basically podcasting before podcasting, because he had a pirate radio station. And he was in one of the interview where he's got the mask over his face, like he's saying how like I play the music people want to listen to, and I'll sit and I'll play music all night until people don't want to listen to it anymore. And like we'll jam out, we'll jive, we'll fucking dance and hang out. And he's like, I got chicks calling me all night, like telling them he even said like we rap all night, just like talking. And I thought that was just hilarious, just like the youthful Doug Heim, and like kind of seeing that aspect of him, because like the Doug Heim we know now is he's much more chilled, laid back,
but still motivated. Like do that kind of shit,
and has the creative juices to like keep doing new shit. Like he upgraded his studio, upgraded the lighting, upgraded his Wayback Time Machine, like all these things. So highly recommend episode 11. It's really cool to watch the evolution of his show.
Yeah.
And just how he's gone about doing it. The things he keeps doing the same. The things that's changed. Very, very entertaining show.
And also, like, if you're somebody who grew up around this area, like, just seeing all the old commercials and stuff that was happening around Green Bay back in that time, like, it's cool to see.
And like how he interacted with, because he was doing live television, like with like 18 to 20-year-olds.
Yeah.
And like interviewing them, like they did the dance machine.
Yep.
At the Huckleberry Acres campground.
Yep.
And he was like talking to people, and he was like, do you know any of the people here? And there was a chick that was like, no.
Yeah.
And he was like, whoa, how'd you get here? And they were like, I don't know. And he's like, okay, back to you. And it was just like, he was just like this goofy, like you could tell he was just like vibing off the people. And if
trying
people
to create.
Yeah. So things like that were just really funny. And just especially knowing him now, like he would have been a dude I would have loved to hang out with back in the day. And obviously we still want to like hang out with him, but he's just, he's an older guy who's not really into that, like
that kind of lifestyle.
Party.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like a party, but like more of like a, like on the cutting edge of like live television and live interviews and doing that sort of thing. So very good episode, very entertaining. Now on his show, we're going to be doing more of like beer drinking. I don't think we're going to be doing like 2 hours of straight, trying beer for 2 hours. I don't think. So I don't know exactly what else, if anything else we're going to be doing. But like some of the things I thought of in terms of like trying beers was like, do you have like a quality? Are you still like, do you have like a beer or two a night? Are you like once a week I'll have a couple beers? Are you like, what do you look for in a beer? Are you more of a hop guy? Are you more of like a lager, pilsner, or are you like a porter stout guy? Like what do you kind of like gravitate towards now in your like adult age?
Compared
versus
to,
like back then, like was back then kind of like us, when I was in college, it was just light beer, Keystone, Busch Light, Bud Light, those type of beers. But now we like hazy IPAs, we like IPAs, we like, we're kind of getting a little bit porters and stouts and things like that. So little things like that were kind of what I was thinking. If we ask him any questions at all, like, or if we're just gonna be there to,
interesting. We'll see. We could just be guests and he'll run the show, or, I mean, he's also like Doug's kind of a guy too, where like you ask a question, he can run with it for a while too. Like it's he likes the open conversation,
and maybe like when we go on, he's got a bunch of questions he wants to ask from us. Like,
I love that.
What do you guys look for in a beer when you guys are trying a beer?
Yeah.
When you pick out a beer of the week, what do you like gravitate towards when you're trying to pick a beer? Something like that. We have no idea.
Yeah.
But
it's gonna be fun, dude. It's gonna be an awesome time.
But we have whiteboards.
Hell yeah, we got whiteboards.
So yeah. So that's kind of where we're at with that. I mean, we're gonna be doing it this Saturday. I don't know when it's gonna. I'm sure it'll probably come out in March.
Okay.
Since we're going to be going over there February 1st, so that'll be episode 12. We'll be dropping that day.
Yep.
And we'll then be recording probably for the next month's
13,
episode.
Yeah. Yep.
So episode 13, not episode 12.
Yeah.
What was I talking about? So yeah, that's where we're at with that. We can't wait. We're very, very excited.
So excited.
And
so excited.
It's always just being able to do like go on other people's shows is cool. Like I never really thought we'd be I always just thought we'd do this for ourselves. Like even when we do Pat's stuff, super, like we had really enjoyed doing that and just being able to branch out a little bit and kind of
different opportunities, like different, like sparks different conversation, and especially like being able to go into like his ant cave, his own studio, his own area,
his dojo.
Yeah. Like, it's going to be sweet.
So yeah, that's where we're at with that. And so look for that. Look for us to be on his podcast. I mean, about March or April, I would imagine.
Hell yeah.
I mean, shit, it could be May. Who knows? Who knows when he's gonna like find time to edit our shit into one of his episodes. He might already have 3 episodes done. Yeah. And he's like, yeah, this won't be coming out till June. Like, I don't know.
Stay tuned.
Yeah. So we'll let you know a little bit more when we find out more. But I'm sure next week we'll talk about it a little bit on our show. So yeah, that's where we're at with that. I don't think we need to shoot darts this week and pick out a challenge or anything like that. I think we're good. We'll keep doing. I mean, as far as challenges, like we'll
I'm gonna keep building on my wood shop.
Yeah,
I think I'm pretty invested in that right now, so I'm gonna keep doing that and keep trying to weld and shit. And
yeah, I mean, you got your whole wood shop pretty much built out. You got a couple more. You got more things you want to keep doing. You have more ideas.
But started.
But it's like, I mean, what would you say? It's like halfway there, halfway to the point you want it to be at. You got.
I mean, yeah, maybe probably like a quarter. Like
quarter
but it started, which is awesome.
Yeah.
Which is like I've sat in that back room so many times, just
envisioning what you want.
And now I got a workbench and.
Yeah. And you want to start, like, your goal is to start making, like, picture frames and floating shelves?
Yeah, just anything small that I just want to be able to start making stuff at home. And, I mean, I got a bunch of scrap wood at work that's not getting used that I can bring home. So I want to start cutting and putting things together all in my house.
Yeah.
Which would be sweet.
Figuring out way to sell it?
Yeah.
And stuff? All right.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I'm still doing the same shit. I'm going to be doing comedy on February 26th.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to be doing a spot at Skyline.
Hell yeah.
I can't remember if I said last week. There's a bar in Neenah called the ICU bar. Did I talk about this?
No.
I got to call them and just kind of see the process, but there's a bar in Neenah, the ICU Bar and Grill, that I think does open mics on Mondays.
Okay.
So it's only like an extra 10, 15 minutes past Skyline. So that would be something where if I like start to really get the itch back to doing comedy, like do that on a Monday night and then hopefully, do Wednesday night at Skyline, something like that.
It'd be sweet.
And then just listening to like other podcasts and shit and listening to people talk about how far they travel to do open mics. Like, there's no reason I shouldn't be able to, again, like, if I really get, like, the strong urge to do it, there's no reason I can't drive 2 hours to Milwaukee to do an open mic.
Yeah.
And drive back. Like, so many people drive 4 or 5 hours just to go. I mean, listening to, like, the Kill Tony podcast, like, people drive 5 hours just to sign up and maybe get on the show.
That they get on, yeah.
Now, that's obviously, if you get on the show, I mean, you're going to be in front of millions of people on YouTube.
Yeah.
So it's a little different motivation-wise, but it's also like, dude,
same thing, though.
If Joe Schmoes, people just like me can take, I mean, that drive and go down and do it, like, why can't I take a 2-hour drive to guaranteed get an open mic spot and keep practicing?
Yeah.
But
I've more exposure too.
But I've also just like haven't had the itch to really like try to make it in terms of not make it, but like make it something I want to continuously keep doing.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I mean, I just have to find the motivation and not smoking weed quite as much, like, because it really, like, you kind of just like, I'll do it I can just do it on a Wednesday. I don't need to drive 2 hours. But now it's like I'll find like a day where I'm just like bored and I'm like,
you might as well do something.
Why not just take a drive and fucking try it? I don't know.
Might as well.
So it's kind of like different but same of like, look, you're sitting back looking at this space like I want to create something here. And it's the same thing with like...
It's like I have everything I need to create a small amount of what I'm doing.
Right.
I just got to put the effort towards
Right.
it.
Effort and time and
then when it's done, it's like it's worthwhile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So little things like that. I think either this coming Sunday or Monday, I want to actually sit down and like buy the materials to start growing mushrooms again.
Okay.
Like I said, I put in the research of like what I want to, the different what I want to buy, because the place that I bought the mushroom spores in what was that, like a year and a half, almost 2 years ago now, that site I can't find anymore. So I found other sites that you can buy spores from. So now it's just it's a little more expensive. So it's just a matter of buying the stuff and then going through the process of like making sure all my shit's clean and fucking sterile and able to do it, and doing that shit again. So I'm hoping either Sunday, Monday to buy the shit and start that process up again. I think that's, since I've been fucking talking about it for the past month, I need to just set a time to sit down and buy the shit. So that's kind of where I'm at with my challenges. I think what else? You wanted to do some chores. You had some chores you had to get done around the house. You wanted to get done. What were your thoughts on that?
I mean, to be honest, I was just gonna keep building on that basement. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
I mean, I've been kind of cleaning up like my tools and like kind of getting everything in order, like tool wise. Like I have a bunch of random tools that have just been stuffed in a bag, so I'm trying to just organize everything.
Okay.
So I can just like have everything in front of me and not have to be like certain. So I like my workspace has been like something I've been wanting to work towards super hard.
Right.
So I think just keep like building on that.
Yeah.
And just making like a good accessible workspace for myself at my house.
Dude, and it looks fucking
and I'm
dope.
I'm super proud of it too. So like I want to keep building on that and like actually making a good like wood shop.
Yeah.
I mean, like just a workable shop.
Yeah.
In my basement where I don't have to be at work to make shit, but like
right.
I can cut wood and I can sand wood and put shit together in my own house.
Yeah, you can come home and feel like, all right, I'm doing my own shit now.
Yeah.
I don't have to worry about someone walking in
Come
and
down,
being like, what the fuck
go
are you doing?
downstairs, play some music, crack a beer, like enjoy it. And like I do enjoy it a lot. Like my motivation to like do that shit has been at an all-time high.
Hell yeah.
Where it's like, yeah, work is work, but like now that I kind of started this little project in my basement, it's like I just want to keep building on it. And it's starting to come together great. And if I can just get little tools in at a time and just build it up, and eventually, like I just can't wait for the first project I actually start to finish in the basement.
Hell yeah. Do you have like in mind? I mean, I know you got like your own projects you want to get done before you start making shit. But like in terms of making things, like the first thing you want to make, do you have something like the first thing I want to make down here?
I mean, maybe just start with something small, something like just an easy picture frame. Like I have that Mac Miller concert ticket that I've wanted to frame forever.
Oh yeah.
It's like I mean, to me, it's like that's something iconic.
Yeah.
So it's just like I want to just start with something small.
Okay.
Just to build something.
Yeah.
And then it's like once I want to start building things a little more like side tables or like I'm going to have to get a little more equipment in there, but just start with what I have and just figure out how I can actually put shit together with what I have.
Keep working your way up.
Yeah.
Trying to take a big bite out of it.
Yeah, not just try to like, all right, I got a chop saw and a fucking workbench. Let's build a dining room table.
Right.
It's like, no. Let's build a frame.
Yeah.
And then work my way up from there and just keep adding little shit.
See how that goes. What else?
Yeah.
What else do I need?
Exactly, yeah. And as I go on, like, the more shit I'll get. The only shitty part is eventually I'm going to move out of this house.
Right.
so I'm gonna have to bring everything up. But I'm not thinking about that.
Yeah, I mean you have to.
It's like I'll be here for at least another year and a half.
Right.
It's a happy place for me.
Yeah.
I've been sitting in that back room just staring.
Yeah.
And now it's finally coming together, and it's fucking awesome.
And it's almost like if you think like, well, I don't want to build a wood shop or workspace down here because I'm going to be moving at some point.
Yeah.
Well, then it's never going to happen.
And then once
ever.
I move to another place, it's like, all right, I had this wood shop set up. Now I can, if I get out my own house, now I can play around with the space I have. I did it once. Now I can do it again and make it better and eventually just have a good spot.
Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet. You could definitely drink a lot of beers down there.
I can't wait. That's
a cool little spot.
Can't wait.
I mean, it's almost like a mini. It's like a wood shop stew.
Yeah, dude.
It's like you got all your personal like little shit on the wall. You got your stuff that just makes you like happy when you're down there.
It's a comfortable spot. Yeah, it's a comfortable spot.
Very comfortable.
I gotta pee like a motherfucker.
Fuck yeah, go piss.
All right.
We don't got. I don't know. What
I mean, I can wait till.
No, go pee. We'll I don't know. I'll shoot some random shit till you get back. I don't know. What time is it? 11 o'clock?
I mean, probably send her out.
Yeah, we can get out of here. We'll what time is it?
11:30. 11:22.
Yeah. We should wrap her up. A lot of good sports talk with Andy. I think that was
man.
Big thing. It was fun talking Packers. Fun, just Wisconsin sports in general. Good talking to Andy.
Definitely tune in next week. It's gonna be fun to talk about everything that happened with Doug. So
yeah, next week. This kind of like building up to the Doug Heim like us going on his show is like kind of taking a lot of our mental like space up. Like obviously we want to do as much as we can here on this show, but like same shit, different day, which is just hanging out, getting to drink beers is the best part.
Yeah,
so
it's fun.
So we can't wait to go on Doug's show, and yeah, hopefully next week we'll have a lot more. We'll have Doug's show to talk about, and we'll do a little Super Bowl predictions. And then we've got
do a beer. Maybe try and find a beer from New Orleans.
Oh, no,
if it's possible.
Some voodoo juice or something.
Voodoo juice,
yeah. Well, I've got some confessions, but we'll read those next week.
Hell yeah.
I'm also kind of ready to get out of here. Good show, man.
Hell yeah, buddy.
Good shit. All right, that was episode
176.
Yes, sir. Thanks everyone for tuning in, and hanging out with us. Tuning out to tune in. All right. Fuck me. Fuck you. Fuck everybody.
Fuck Tom.
Fuck Justin Tucker and your massages. Thanks everyone for hanging out with us. Andy, you the man. That was episode 176 of Hold Us Accountable.
Carl, what up? Carl, what up? Max, what up? Max, what up? Let's go.
Thank you for tuning in. I know your time is valuable. There's thousands of other podcasts that you could have settled for, but now you're just vibing with two goofy dudes from Wisconsin who like to discuss their problems and figure out ways to solve them. Challenge their listeners to get up out of their comfort zone. Try some shit they ain't done before. This is Hold Us Accountable. Yeah, this is Hold Us Accountable. This is Hold Us Accountable. This is Hold Us Accountable. Hold us accountable.